It's time for some holiday fun. It's geeking time. The holiday season. Christmas, New Year, it's the best time of year I find. I've done a lot of holiday videos on my channel in the past, and I thought it would be a lot of fun this year to do just some compilations for you guys. There will be some new videos at the end of the month, so stick around for that. But for now, let's take a look at some compilation for you guys. So grab your festive snack, grab your eggnog, let's get into the compilation. As long as I can remember, I've always been a Spawn fan. I know that every time I do a haul, I think I have something new with Spawn to show you guys. Spawn started around 1992 by Todd McFarlane after he left Marvel because he wanted to create his own thing, do his own superhero. So he left and started Image Comics with a few other artists and writers, and that's where Spawn was born. So I've been a fan of Spawn since I can remember. I've been accumulating stuff, collecting, and I think it's time that I show you so far what I have in my Spawn collection. So without further ado, let's get to the Spawn collection. Alright, so the first thing I have in my Spawn collection, just picked up recently, I have on DVD, I have Spawn, the movie. It's such a cheesy movie. It's the cheesiest thing I've ever seen. But I still like it. It's pretty good. There's a lot of special features on here. It's about an hour and a half movie. It's from 1997. It's not the greatest movie ever, but yeah, my box is a little damaged. Something happened to it, but anyways. So yeah, Spawn the movie from '97. It's a guilty pleasure. I mean, every time I pop this movie in, I'm like, it's so bad, but I gotta watch it. So that's the first thing in my collection. Next thing I have, you saw my trade box with Ill Church Horror. He sent me this right here. So this right here are some figures of Spawn and Violator together. I think it's the first collectible set that McFarlane ever did. So if you can see that properly, you've got Spawn and the Violator in there. It's really nice. So I'm taking the time to show you guys properly. So that's this one here. I think they're specially numbered. So you can see the number right there. It's specially numbered. There we go. So that's Spawn and the Violator. Next thing in my action figure collection of Spawn, I think this is from 2006. Yeah, it's about 11 years ago. About 3 or 4 years before Spawn, McFarlane Toys decided to stop doing all these cool action figures. I've got the animated Spawn, aka codename Spawn-X, which I think that he put out 2 comic books, and I think he was trying to make an animated series of Spawn. But yeah, you got Spawn right here with the alternate Al Simmons head. Honestly, I think he's a really cool looking figure. If you could see down there, see the legs, there you go, you got the stumpy leg. I think it's based on the Greg Capullo look of Spawn, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really cool, and it shows you on the back here the other characters. I really want to get myself Redeemer and Overkill. But yeah, those are the characters, and yeah, that's Spawn-X. Gives you a little story about Spawn-X right there. guys can read that. A little photo of Spawn. So again, that's Spawn from The Adventures of Spawn, which I think was supposed to be, like I said, an animated series. Moving on, I've got, again, like I said, Il Church Horde did a trade box with me. I've still got to set his stuff out. He sent me an Ultra action figure, 2 of them are Ultra action figures, of Spawn from Spawn the movie. So this one here is combat assault weapons. It's Spawn that is unmasked. So that's Spawn without his mask on. So that's pretty neat. So that's just him. And then he was actually cool enough to send me the other Spawn, which is Spawn masked. So this is the way you see him. Both ways are the way you see him in the movie, actually. So that's pretty cool. It's basically the same figure, just one is masked and the other one's unmasked. And guys, I used to, when I was young, this was my first exposure to Spawn. I wanted these toys so bad when I was young, guys. I remember so heavily when I was young seeing these 2 at my Walmart or something like that, and I wanted them so badly. My parents didn't want to get them for me, but hey, guess what? After all these years, 20 years later, I finally have an action figure of Spawn from the movie. So those are the Spawn movie action figures. I've also got Angela when it was still Todd Toys. So this, I believe, is from the first series. Or the second series, I'm not certain. But this was still when it was Todd Toys. So that's Angela. I picked her up at Montreal Comic Con. The reason why I think it's cool to include her into my Spawn lineup is because she's now with Marvel. She's now part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And yeah, so now that if people were to see my Angela action figure and be like, isn't she with Marvel? Well, she started off with, like I said many times, she started off with Spawn. So that's the Angela figure. It's actually really cool. I think it's really nice. I picked her up for about $15, something like that. And last but certainly not least, in my so far action figure collection of Spawn, I have the original Spawn figure. I was so happy when I was able to pick this up. I think he cost me like $20, so that's Spawn right there. A lot of people probably have this, a lot of collectors have it, but it was just a huge personal grail of mine when I was finally able to pick him up. Shows you on the back the other figures in the first line. I want to get that medieval Spawn. I definitely want him, and I definitely want the Violator, that's for sure. So that's definitely, so that's Spawn right there. I think I'm waiting on another Spawn action figure coming in soon. But I'll definitely be on the hunt for some more Spawn figures. So that's the first ever Spawn toy. So those are the action figures. Now I'm going to go on to the comic books that I have of Spawn. So here we go. Okay, so I got a lot of Spawn comics. It's Spawn tie-in comics, so let's just get to it because there's way too many of them. So the first one I got here is I believe this was a mail-in. I picked this up recently, but somebody told me it was a mail-in. So I've got Image 0, which, yes, Spawn is right there. This is part of my Spawn collection. So that's Image 0. Pretty cool looking, actually, with all the other Image characters. After that, we have, I don't have number 1 and number 2, but I'm trying to get those. But I have Spawn and Wildcats, Devil Day. This is written by Alan Moore. You see, you got Spawn right there with the Stitch face. And it's like I said, it's Spawn with Wildcats, another comic book team I love, Wildcats. Then I've got Spawn Wildcats number 4, which is the final part. But again, like I said, I don't have number 1 or 2, which I'd love to get. So that's Spawn Wildcats number 4. Next up, I've got Operation Night Strike number 1. Operation Night Strike was when Al Simmons, before he was Spawn, was teamed up with Chapel when they were mercenaries. So that's that story. This is issue number 1 of that. And then I have Operation Night Strike number 2. So that's pretty neat right there. See that? So I guess they kind of want to go into the backstory of when Al Simmons and Chapel worked together as mercenaries. So they kind of want to go into that story. But I mean, check out Chapel on this cover. He is way too huge, and that's Al Simmons right there. Liefeld, you gotta stop disproportioning your characters. You gotta stop that, man. After that, I got Violator number 1. Again, I consider this a Spawn tie-in because it's Violator, and Violator is one of Spawn's arch nemesis. That's Violator number 1, which I think came out in '94. That's number 1. I got Violator number 2, which is pretty cool. These covers are all by one of my favorite artists, Greg Capullo. And that's Violator number 3. There. Got Violator himself on the cover. So, those are all the random tie-in comics type things. Now I'm going to move on to the actual Spawn comics, and there's a lot of them, guys. So let's try to get through this. So far for my collection, we're going to start with the most recent Spawn comic, all the way down to the oldest Spawn comic I have. So in terms of most recent, I have the most recent issue, Spawn 276. There's a new story arc that starts here. It's dark horror story arc. So that's 276. I have Spawn issue number 275, which I believe brings back Sam and Twitch. This is the black and white variant cover, and I had to get the black and white because I thought it was much nicer than the color version. Then we jump down to Spawn number 272, and I grabbed this one because of the cover. I love the McFarlane cover on this one right here. The gas mask, it's so beautiful. And again, this is a black and white variant cover. Okay, so now we're going down more. Spawn, the Satan Saga Wars, Part 2. This is issue number 260. It's by Eric Larson and Todd McFarlane. That's pretty cool. We got... I kind of mixed them up or whatever. Issue number 262. This is the final installment of the Satan Saga Wars. That's cool. I've got issue number 259, which is the first part of the Satan Saga Wars. I'm missing part 3 of the Satan Saga Wars. So that's part 1. Then I got issue number 258. So I'm also missing issues number 256 and 257 because those ones tie into the Satan Saga Wars. So that's like that. Again, Eric Larson, Todd McFarlane. I've also got, this one's pretty funny. This came out I think back in 2016 and went into like 3 or 4 printings. So I'm pretty happy to have a first printing of this one. I've got Spawn Kills Everyone. If you haven't read Spawn Kills Everyone, go check it out. It's actually really funny. It's really, really funny. That's Spawn Kills Everyone. Alright, so moving on to 90s now. Here we go. So I got Spawn issue number 85. Such a cool cover. Look at that, guys. How can you not find that cool? Oh, man. Okay. Spawn number 84, which I picked up recently. Got a cool pentagram in the background. Like, every time I look at it, it makes me think of an ill church horror. I don't know why. It just does. That's Spawn number 84. A lot of these covers I grab are Greg Capullo, and they're so nice. I got Spawn number 83, which has Jason Wynn smoking a cigar on the cover. Which that's the reason why I picked this cover. It was these are the covers that I grew up with, honestly, like in the 90s. What it was, 1997 or something like that. Like those covers from the late 90s of the Spawn covers I saw all the time. Then we jumped down a couple of issues to issue number 80. I thought that was cool with Sam and Twitch on the cover. You're going to see some other Sam and Twitch covers, that's for sure. So that's number 80. Again, it's by, Greg Capullo again. Then we got number 76. I thought this cover was nice because he was holding Wanda in his arms. So I got Spawn number 76 right there. Then we go down to Spawn number 72. That's a really nice cover though, honestly. Cagliostro right there, and then Spawn down here. That's a really sick cover. Again, this is Greg Capullo, which is a phenomenal artist. Then we have Spawn number 70, which is just a random Spawn with green eyes, like, But I do remember this cover when I was younger, so that's why I grabbed this one. Actually, I have another one for somebody else, so I picked up 2 of this copy. That's number 70. I've got issue number 69, which again you have Sam and Twitch on the cover. So that's pretty cool. I've got Spawn number 67. Spawn getting a gun to his head, which is pretty cool. Not really, I don't condone putting guns to heads, but you know, it's just the cover. So that's pretty neat. Then I got Spawn number 66. I don't know why I picked up... Oh, I picked up, yeah, because I have a bunch of Spawn issues in the 60s. And I figured I'd, you know, go and finish my run in the 60s all the way to 70. So that's that one there. This cover I really don't like because it's like a tie-in to the movie, but I figured, like I said, I'm completing some runs in the 60s, but yeah, I got Spawn number 65, which is eh. Even when I was young, when I saw this cover, I was like, it didn't really attract me because it was just a movie. So that's that right there. Okay, so I've got Spawn number 64, which I believe this cover they made a classic covers toy out of, because I think that's the, I forget his name right now. He was like a Hell military guy, a Hell mercenary or something like that. They made a classic toy of that. This next one is one I've been searching for since I was young, because it was the first Spawn comic book I ever received when I was young. Finally got it at Comic-Con, and I was so happy to grab it. This is Spawn issue number 63. And like I said, this is one that I've been searching for forever, as it was the first Spawn comic book I ever got. So to be able to hold this in my hands again, I'm so happy to have this in my collection. Such a nice cover on top of it. So that's Spawn number 63. I've also got Spawn number 62. I don't have 61 or 60, so I need to try and find those ones, because I believe I have 62 all the way to 70. So just to finish that lineup. But I do have 62, and 62 is a really nice cover because of Angela on the cover. Anytime I can get an Angela cover or whatnot, it's cool because she's no longer with Image Comics. So that's a really nice cover right there. Then I jumped down all the way to issue number 49. That's a brutal looking cover. When I saw that, even when I bought at the shop, they were like, "That's brutal looking, man." So that's issue 49. I've got issue number 48, which is not a Capullo cover. This is a Tony Daniel cover. Still a very nice cover though. That's issue number 48. I've got issue number 47 right here. Really nice cover also. I thought that this was the classic covers action figure set that he made with Urizen, but it's not this one, it was another one. I still need to grab that cover though. So that's number 47. Issue number 46 of Spawn. I'm realizing now how many Spawn comics I have, and I have a lot of them, man. That's issue number 46. We got issue number 45. This comic's a little rippled, and it was, I paid I think $2 for it, so something like that. But it's a Capullo cover, and I thought it was really nice, so I grabbed it. So issue number 45. So that's it for the 40s. Now we're going down to we're going down a few. So next is number 39 with the classic Santa Spawn cover. I like this one, honestly. It's really cool. It's just Spawn. Yeah, it's a really cool cover. Obviously it was for December, they put a hat on him, and it's just a really nice cover. They made a toy too of it for the classic covers. I got Spawn number 37. That's a really cool cover. I like that Spawn's inside of the blade. That's really neat. Spawn issue number 31. I believe that's the Redeemer, if I'm not mistaken. You can see Spawn right there in the reflection. So that's a really cool cover. Then I jumped down to Spawn issue number 28. This cover here I'm not too fond of because of the hand he's got, but whatever. It's a Capullo cover, so I love these Capullo covers. So that's Spawn number 28. I got Spawn number 26. This one I just laughed at when I picked up. I was like, yo, he's just sitting there like that, you know, with butterflies surrounding him. It's pretty funny. So that's Spawn number 26. Spawn number 24. That's a really cool cover. Actually, if you crop all this out and just use this as a photo, this here would be nice as like a wallpaper on your phone or tablet or something. That's really nice. Spawn number 22, same thing like I said, how it would be a nice photo for like your phone, tablet, or whatnot. Spawn number 22. Really nice. It's a McFarlane cover, so that's cool. I've got Spawn issue number 16. Capullo cover. Really nice. Spawn issue number 14, which is a McFarlane cover. That's really cool. It's got Clown and Violator on the cover. That's really neat. Spawn issue number... Yes, I'm missing 13. I'm also missing 15, so I need to grab that. Spawn issue number 12. Which is pretty cool. Spawn issue number 11. Which I believe I found at the Comic-Con. That. So that's Spawn. Now, we're going to go countdown from 10 to 1. Yep. The first 10 Spawn issues. Actually, I actually have the first 12 Spawn issues. But I'm going to count them down backwards and show you guys. So let's go with the top, with the 10 first Spawn issues from 10 to 1. Here we go. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Issue number 10 of Spawn, featuring Cerberus in Hell, if I'm not mistaken. Not too fond of this cover, but it's really, it has to be part of the collection because it's part of the first 10 Spawn issues. So that's Spawn issue number 10, and it's a McFarlane cover. Spawn issue number 9, with the first appearance of Angela. I believe this is in like mint condition. This has never been touched. So this is mint condition right here. So you got Angela on the cover. It's a really nice cover on top of it. It's just simplistic with the white background, and it's a beautiful cover. So that's number 9. I've got Spawn number 8. I believe my 10 or the first 12 issues I have, they're all, I believe, in near mint condition. So I got Spawn number 8, which is written by Alan Moore. And if you notice this cover here, basically this cover here of Spawn number 8 is a cover swap from Spider-Man number 1 that McFarlane did. So if you look, it's the same exact cover. Just that one Spider-Man and the other one is Spawn. See that properly? So yeah, it's Spider-Man and Spawn. It's basically the same cover because he did both covers. So he used to work on Spider-Man McFarlane. So that's issue number 8. It's a really cool cover. I've got issue number 7 of Spawn. Now he has there's no signature whatsoever on this issue. It's just like that. So that's issue number 7 of Spawn. Really nice cover. I really like that. Simple with like the blue and orange and black tones. It's just really nice. I've got issue number 6, which has the first appearance of Overkill. That's really another nice cover. Look, the first few Spawn issues may not have been that good, but the artwork and the covers were really what caught people's eyes. So got Spawn a little battered and beaten down there. So that's really cool. Spawn issue number 5, which is a really nice cover again. I believe I found the majority of these ones in the first 10 issues. I believe the majority of them I found at Comic-Con. 2 of them I got from presents, and 2 of them I got at comic book shops. So that's number 5. Spawn issue number 4. Violator on the cover. Really nice cover. Spawn issue number 3. I believe this is near mint. It looks to me like it's near mint. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's... Anyways. Spawn issue number 3. Really cool to have that. Spawn issue number 2, which I know is near mint condition. Really cool cover. Spawn issue number 2. Got that for my birthday from my friend Charlene. And as well for my birthday, from my friend Charlene, in absolute near mint condition, which I believe has never been opened. No, it hasn't. The iconic cover, the classic cover, issue number 1 of Spawn. I'm about to get myself a second copy of issue number 1 because I want to have more than one copy. Because I want to put these bad boys up on my wall. So issue number 1 of Spawn. So that's my Spawn comic haul collection. That's my Spawn action figure collection. Pretty much it, guys. So one of the reasons I did this is because it's Image Comics' 25th anniversary. All year for 2017, it's the anniversary, the 25th anniversary. So it's the 25th anniversary of Image Comics. Other reason why I did it was because I have a lot of Spawn comics and a lot of Spawn, a bunch of Spawn collectibles. They're back on the wall now. And I just wanted to, like, because you guys have seen me with my hauls and I've shown you all this stuff, so I just want to show you what I've accumulated of Spawn so far. So far, being said. There's definitely going to be some more, and once I accumulate a lot more, I'll do a follow-up video. That being said, I'll be back again soon with another video. I hope you enjoyed that Spawn collection. Oh, these Spawn figures, man. I don't think I have enough Spawn stuff. Why? Oh, hey guys, I was just looking over my Spawn collection. I was trying to think to myself, do I have enough Spawn stuff? And the answer is like, no, never. I never have too many Spawn things. So that being said, yes, you saw the video properly. I normally do him in all my Spawn, my hauls. I put Spawn in my regular hauls, but I'm doing a special Spawn haul on its own because I bought a bunch of Spawn stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let's give this guy his own haul right now. But I bought a bunch of comic books. I bought a book and I bought a collectible. I think I'm going to go with the book first. So the first thing I got is a adult coloring book of Spawn. Got this guy at EB Games. He was on sale from 20 bucks. Paid about $8 for it, which I'm really happy about that. So it looks like on the back. It's an adult coloring book, so you know, there you go. For example, you just color in the pages. I mean, why did I buy it? Because it's Spawn. That's why I bought it. Why am I not going to buy it? It's Spawn, guys. I like this Spawn with the Savage Dragon style right there. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool pics in here. Like I said, I'm a huge Spawn fan, so you know, there's a double page one. I love Spawn, so I might color it in, I might not. It all depends. There you go, Spawn from issue number 13 right there. So it's just really cool to have this. I mean, everybody's putting out adult coloring books, so hey, why not have Spawn jump on the bandwagon with adult coloring books? They're really cool. A lot of people enjoy them, so hey, I got 2 adult coloring books myself right now, including this one, so why not? There you go. Stitched up hamburger head. So that's the comic book. Now I'm going to go into comic books. I don't usually do those first, but the collectible is just too nice, so I got to do that last. So, comic books. Okay, I got a bunch of Spawn comics over the weekend. Need to hydrate before I show you all this. I think I picked up about 16 Spawn comics. All because, like, I checked, I'm trying to get the first 100 issues of Spawn, and last I checked, I was sitting at 40 issues total, and I was missing 60 in order to grab. So I got 16. Now I'm only missing, I think, about, I'm missing not very many. I'm missing 44 issues to get to 100. Not so bad. So, that being said, let's get them. I'm going to go in backwards, because I always do highest down to lowest. So, first I've got Spawn issue number 94, where you got Terry Fitzgerald holding Cyan. Vanessa adores Cyan. Every time she sees a photo of her, she thinks she's so cute. So that's issue, like I said, issue number 94. I got issue number 93 of Spawn. Oh, what's going on there, but that's pretty cool. We've got issue number 92 of Spawn. Pretty simplistic. Well, this is actually even more simplistic. I got issue number 82 of Spawn. You know, it's a really nice cover. It's just simple with the lightning bolts and Spawner. Oh, it's really nice. I like that a lot. We've got issue number 78 of Spawn. Great cover as well. A lot of these are by Greg Capullo, like I said. I love Greg Capullo's work. Spawn issue number 77, which, if I'm not mistaken, they put out a the Art of Spawn action figure of this cover. Such a nice cover. Even Vanessa saw it, was like, that's beautiful. We've got Spawn issue number 75, where he's kind of looking like a fallen angel. Spawn issue number 74, kind of looks like he's falling into hell. I've got Spawn issue number 68. It's a nice cover as well. Spawn issue number 59 with Cyan crying on the cover, and again Vanessa was like, oh, she's crying, she's so cute. I love you, Vanessa, but it's just a comic book cover. I'm just getting my cute baby, I love her. Anyways, Spawn number 58. Spawn number 56. That's a kind of odd cover. Spawn number 55, which is a dope cover. I think they made a Art of Spawn as well for this cover. Jumping down to Spawn number 43, which is another sick cover. Then I go way further down and I got Spawn issue number 17. Really cool looking cover right there. It's really nice. Yeah, it's Capullo again. It's a really nice cover. And to round off my first 14 issues of Spawn, I got Spawn number 13. Really cool cover again. So those are all the comics. Now I've got one last thing to show you, and it's a collectible. Let's do this. Okay, here's the collectible. Ready? Yeah, like I showed, like you guys saw in the thumbnail. But this is... Okay, I'm a little late to the party on this one. Everybody probably has this one already. Go figure. I just kept putting it off, and I finally decided to grab him. This is the McFarlane Toys Color Tops Spawn Rebirth collectible figure. Man, it's beautiful, guys. So nice. So well detailed. Brings me back to the days of when McFarlane was putting out Spawn figures. I used to love those figures. I mean, you see that I got a bunch of them on my wall. But especially like towards the mid-2000s, or like in between 2001 and 2008 about, he was putting out so many nice Spawn figures. This just reminds me of that. So yeah, there's glamour shots on the back there. It's so nice. Guys, I know I'm late to the party on this one, but I just finally had to pick it up. I finally caved, and I just love it. It's so nice. He's going to go up on the wall again with the other Spawn figures, and he's going to have a nice little party. So I got a bunch of Spawns, and plus it's the Capullo looking Spawn, which I really love about that. So that is the haul, guys. Okay, sorry for keep on sipping. Monster Energy. Not good for you. So yeah, if you guys stuck around to watch the whole haul, thank you very much. I know I picked up a lot of Spawn comics. Just look at this stack. Vanessa looks at me and goes, is that from like this weekend of Spawn? I go, yep, that's all from this weekend. That's my big stack of Spawn comics. Coloring book's pretty cool too. I can't wait to take a look and color in some of these. And of course, this figure. Oh my god, when I walked out of Toys R Us, I was like, I still want to get the hamburger head variant of this, but you know, maybe one day. Apart from that, I'll be back again soon with another video. What's going on, guys? It's Spawn geeking time. Alright, so it's come to this. Last time I did a Spawn collection show-off, it was close to half a year ago, so close to 6 months ago. So I'm here now. What I want to do with you guys is very simple. I'm drinking out of a Spider-Man cup, and I got a Spider-Man t-shirt on. But, you know, hey, Spawn was inspired by Spider-Man, which is cool. But I'm here now to bring you part 2 of my Spawn collection. So, without further ado, let's get into this. I hope it does not take too long because I got a lot of stuff. So, last time the video ran 25 minutes long. Hopefully it doesn't run that long, but you never know. So that being said, let's get into this. My Spawn collection part 2. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with some like little random stuff here and there. Just a couple of stuff. So a little thirsty, hang on. Little random stuff, part of my Spawn collection, but one of the random things I got is I got myself a Spawn custom case for my phone. It's pretty cool. It's basically I think it's issue number 21 cover art. I just dropped my phone. Anyway, so that's the cover. Spawn. The other thing I have is, well, this is actually not mine. It's my boy Don who lent it to me, my best friend. But I figure since it's here, I'll show it off. I got he lent me Spawn 2 on DVD, which is basically the second season all merged together into one disc as a one big long movie. You can see on the inside there, disc is just like regular. So that's that. The other thing I have is I've got a graphic novel here, Spawn Resurrection. So this is basically when Al Simmons came back to Earth as Spawn. Actually pretty good. I read it all. It was pretty decent. It's not McFarlane artwork or Greg Capullo, but nonetheless, it is a pretty decent book. It's a pretty good book. I enjoyed it. I do recommend it. Like I said, it's the return of Spawn, Al Simmons, and it's, you know, the war of heaven and hell again. And lastly, in my random stuff, I have a Spawn coloring book. Oh my god, you can color some Spawn. I think I showed this off in one of my random Spawn hauls, but it's something that I might attempt to color soon. Yeah, I might do some coloring actually. Why not? Trying to find a good photo for you guys. But yeah, I don't mind coloring. Even if I don't color, it's nice, cool pages. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm trying to find one more for you guys. There, that's one cool photo of McFarlane. So yeah, so graphic novel, DVD, phone case, and the coloring book. Those are the random stuff. So last time I went collectibles first and then comic books. This time I'm going to go the other way around. So next up, I'm going to show you guys my comic books. A little thirsty. When I start talking a lot, I get parched, so I need something to drink. Okay, so I'm going to be going backwards. Last time I showed you a lot of Spawn issues, and I believe I got to the point where I showed you the issues number 12 to 1. I do have a lot more back issues here, but obviously I showed you the mass majority of, you know, the best issues, like the oldest issues. But still, nonetheless, I still have a lot of Spawn issues. So I'm going to start with most recent issues all the way to like oldest issues. So now I still haven't picked up issue 281 now, because at the time of this video being released, 281 is now on shelves. So that being said, I've got issue 280 of Spawn, The Dark Horror Part 5. I've got issue 279 of Spawn, Dark Horror Part 4. I've got issue 278 of Spawn, The Dark Horror Part 3. Issue 277 of Spawn, The Dark Horror Part 2. Last time I showed you guys my haul, I had issue 276, which was The Dark Horror Part 1. So it goes to show you there's now officially with issue number 281, That's basically half a year ago. So there's been a lot since then. Next up, I've got issue number 198. I picked this up because of the artwork. It's by Greg Capullo, and I love his artwork. Then we have Spawn issue number 113. Again, another Greg Capullo cover, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. Then I have Spawn issue number 94. I've got Spawn issue number 93. Spawn issue number 92. Sometimes when they're on the bottom, I can't really see what the number says. So, Spawn issue number 92. Getting right back into it, I got Spawn issue number 89. Decaying Spawn face right there. Wanda! Wanda! Yeah, I know. So that's pretty cool. I got Spawn issue number 82. It's another nice, this is actually a really simplistic cover. I really like it. It's really nice. Then we have Spawn issue number 79. It's pretty cool too. Spawn issue number 78. Oh, one of my favorite covers from issue number 77. I believe it's the Wings of Redemption. Issue number 77, yep. I like that Angel Spawn. I believe he's called the Wings of Redemption Spawn. That's a really nice cover. Really nice cover. We've got Spawn issue number 75. Kind of got the was it there the crown of thorns on his head. I like that. We've got Spawn issue number 74. Looks like he's descending from heaven or descending into hell, maybe. That's cool. We've got Spawn issue number 68. I believe I finished the run in the 60s now, which is pretty cool. So number 68. Spawn issue number 59, and when Vanessa first saw this cover, she got sad. She was like, "Oh, Cyan's crying." It got her sad. I was like, "Babe, it's a comic book character," but nonetheless. Spawn issue number 59. Yeah, 59. Spawn issue number 58. We got Spawn issue number 56. After that, we go to Spawn issue number 55. It's a pretty badass cover, actually. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. I like that, actually. Gunslinger right there. It's really cool. Then we drop down like 4 issues or 3 issues. Yeah, 4 issues. We get to Spawn issue number 51. And now I'm dropping down a whole bunch of issues. Spawn number 43. Which is cool. And I got Spawn issue number 40. Kind of looks like a Wolverine type Spawn. Alright. Now going down to like older. I got Spawn issue number 25. Which that I think is a really nice cover also. Spawn issue number 19. That's a really cool cover also. Spawn issue number 17. And finally, last but not least, in these comics, since I showed you last time, one of the coolest covers, I think. Spawn issue number, unlucky number 13. So those are all the Spawn issues I collected since I did my original haul. I mean, look at all this stuff. This is a thick stack, and I got a long box, and I still have room for a lot more Spawn comics. So imagine that's a massive stack of Spawn comics. I'm still not done collecting Spawn. I still have a lot left to go. So hopefully I can find a lot more. Those are all the comics I have. Now we're going to get on to the action figures collectibles. You ready for this? I think you're ready. Yeah, you're ready. Okay, let's do this. Out of a Spider-Man cup, it's Ultimate Spider-Man. Hey, I love Spider-Man, I love Spawn. But hey, you know what? McFarlane gained his popularity by working on Spider-Man. So, I have his whole run on Spider-Man 2, by the way. Really good series. Okay, so in terms of the figures and collectibles, I want to start off with something. It's not a Spawn figure. It's a McFarlane figure, but I mean, it's older, and I just wanted to show you guys quickly because it's still, you know, McFarlane toys. So I just want to show you that a while ago, my boy Jason picked this up for me at one of his comic shops, and I had it, but I had to get rid of it. I had to throw it out at one point. Don't worry about it. Don't ask why. I don't want to get into that. But yo, Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon figure. I know it's not a Spawn figure, but I mean, it is McFarlane Toys, Spawn.com. So I just wanted to show that off because I feel like Ozzy's music would probably go fit well with Spawn in his universe. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to get into some actual figures. The first thing I'm going to show you is an unboxed figure. Because when it was sent to me, it was sent out of package because it was already out of package. And I mean, I'm a stickler. I love having them in package. But you know what? I don't mind having this one out of box because it's nice. So I've got, from the Art of Spawn, I've got Wanda from the Art of Spawn. There's her display in the back there. Okay. She's a really nice, really well detailed figure. Her in her wedding dress, her butt. And then you can, they put this shawl on her, I remember, because when she was being sold in stores, the reason why they put the shawl on her is if you take it off, let me show you, the problem is that it's too revealing when you take the shawl off. So they didn't, I'm having problems taking the shawl off right now. Perfect. Perfect, David. There we go. So, it was because it was way too revealing to put on store in the toy shelves. But still, nonetheless, it's a very nice figure. The head moves and everything. You know, the arms move. But I don't know really what you're going to do with that. So, all in all, it's a nice figure. And this is one that I really wanted. I wanted this one because, for me, Vanessa's my Wanda. So I really wanted the Wanda figure. And I have her. And yeah, I keep her on display like that. Because it actually looks really nice on display. It's a very nice figure. Really well sculpted. So, newest and then older stuff. So recently, for Christmas, my homie Don, my best friend, my boy, coolest dude ever, got me the Commando Spawn figure. You probably saw that if you guys watched my holiday haul. You probably saw that I got that. So he got me the Commando Spawn figure for Christmas. So thrilled to have this. This is the latest Spawn figure in my collection. I like the fact that it goes back to the old McFarlane Toys logo right there, which is really neat. So Commando Spawn, love it, love it. I believe he ordered it off of Entertainment Earth, which is a great company to order off of. So there you go. Again, in the more recent McFarlane Toys Spawn figures, I've got this one's really beautiful, I find. The Color Tops Spawn Rebirth figure. This one's really cool. Just give me 2 seconds here. Sorry about that. The Rebirth figure of Spawn, which is really nice. You can see that. There you go. Show you the side of the packaging. Shows you on the back. There's also the hamburger head variant that you can grab. So that's cool. So those are the most recent Spawn figures. Now I'm going to go back to the older stuff now, and I'll show you guys some of the older stuff. Now, in terms of Commando Spawn that Dawn got me, I also have the original Commando Spawn on card and package, which is really neat. That's the original Commando Spawn. Love this figure. And then I like the fact that it shows the card here. It shows a little bit about Commando Spawn. So that's pretty cool. Commando Spawn. Next we have a really random character that I don't even think is from Spawn, but it has Spawn on the card, so I figured, alright. It's actually Eric Larson's character, Super Patriot, from Savage Dragon, but he was released under the Spawn line. So that's Super Patriot right there, but I just thought he was an obscure looking figure. I was like, it's pretty cool, I kind of want that. Like a Captain America by Image Comics. And then he's got a little card there too. The magic of the pause button if you want to read it. So Super Patriot, pretty cool, pretty neat. Next I got me the Zombie Spawn, which is pretty neat. So it's basically Spawn, but if Spawn was a zombie. Actually, it's pretty cool. So it's a really cool figure, I find. And then again, here's the card. Here's the card for Zombie Spawn. I'm trying to do my Peter Griffin voice, I don't know why. Next up we have... Oh, this is a contest winning from Jason Churchill. And this is a variant, a special edition figure. Unmasked Spawn. So I already got the original Spawn. This is the unmasked Spawn, which is really neat. And it's funny because if you look at the back, the original figures, they didn't have this back. This is just, I guess, the special edition figures that had this kind of back. So, again, there's the hamburger head variant of Spawn, the original figure, which is pretty cool. I saw this in a collectible shop. They were selling it for like upwards of $100, and I won it in a contest, so not gonna complain there. Next up we have Gold Angela. I already have the original Angela, so this is the gold variant of Angela. See, special limited edition. It's pretty dope. And then her card is there. Yeah, you can pause that if you want to read it. So that's really cool. So I got the original and now I got the gold. I think the gold is pretty cool. Honestly, it just looks like a statue. And lastly, I think it's probably my favorite figure. Probably one of my favorite figure of the old figures. Because this character is just so darn cool. We've got Redeemer. He's just so cool. Look at that guy. The Redeemer is just a really cool character. And it says, ooh, light up chest and sword. So his chest and his sword light up. You see his sword right there? So that's pretty cool. He's a really sick figure, and I really wanted a Redeemer in my set, so. And there's his card right there. Again, you can pause that if you want. So yeah, so those are all the figures. Showed you all the comics. I'm gonna go one last thing before I sign out, and I'm basically gonna tell you guys about the Spawn stuff that I really want. So bear with me, it's a pretty big list. Sorry, I do that often, I apologize. Okay, so in terms of Spawn stuff that I do want, now when it comes to comic books, I really want Spawn Batman. It's just a one-shot by DC Comics. It was done, I believe, in the like 95 or 96. It was written by Todd McFarlane, and it was drawn by Frank Miller. So it was a pretty cool comic. I'd like to grab that one. I believe I saw it in the comic book shop recently for like $15 or so. But it's a one-shot. It's a mini graphic novel, so it's pretty cool. I also would very much like to get, in terms of comic books, Spawn issue number 95. It's just an iconic cover for me, that's why. And apart from Spawn issue number 95, I would also very much like to get Spawn issue number 100. Either cover, I mean, I would like the original cover or even the Alex Ross variant would be really nice to get. I really want to try and find the Spawn soundtrack vinyl. Music's not that great on there, but you know, it's a kind of cool vinyl. So apart from that, there are a bunch of figures that I do want. I do want some of the Art of Spawn figures, that's for sure. So the Gunslinger, Spawn issue number 39, Spawn issue number 8, and as well Spawn issue number 7, because those are some Really cool art of Spawn figures. I would like to get the Spawn Series 20 Clown, which is basically based off of the artwork of Greg Capullo, as I love Greg Capullo's artwork. I would also like to find the Image 10th anniversary Spawn. When Image turned 10 years old back in 2002, they put out a bunch of figures, and Spawn was one of them. So I'd like to get that. I do want to find the Soul Calibur 2 Spawn figure that McFarlane put out when Soul Calibur 2 came out. It's a pretty cool looking figure. It doesn't even look like a toy. It looks like a statue. The fact with the axe and everything, man, it was so cool. Even using him in the game was awesome. I would like to find I'd like to have Tiffany from the original Ultra action figure line to kind of go with Angela. I'd like to get the original Violator figure, as well as Medieval Spawn, because the Medieval Spawn is just so cool to look at. Medieval Spawn's a real badass character, like why not, right? I'd like to get the Simon Twitch 2-pack, from the Ultra action figure set as well, because you can't have a Spawn set without Simon Twitch, and I kind of need Simon Twitch, so why not? And the one figure that I really, really want, don't ask me why, it's just I think it was the first Spawn figure I ever saw when I was a kid, and I just wanted it, is the burnt Spawn, basically like when he's comes back from hell in the movie, and he's just got the cloaks on him. That I'd like to have that figure. I don't know why, I just really want that figure. And lastly, the one thing that I really, really want, of course, HBO's Spawn, the complete series. I don't have it. I'd love to have it. I need to have it in my collection. I still collect DVDs and Blu-rays, obviously, and that's one DVD set that I would love to have in my collection. So that's the second part of my Spawn collection. I feel like I got more action figures than last time, but a little less comics than last time. Mind you, my quest for Spawn stuff is an ongoing quest, so don't be surprised if somewhere down the road there will be a Spawn Part 3. Which, being said, if you're interested in seeing my Spawn collection so far, the first part, you can check that video up there. If not, I did another random Spawn haul a couple months ago where I just bought a bunch of stuff that you saw in this video. You can check that there. Apart from that, I'll be back again sometime soon with another video. When government agent Al Simmons is murdered and sent to hell, he's offered a deal by Malbolgia to return to Earth to see his beloved wife Wanda. Only through a deal to lead Malbolgia's army. He agrees and is sent back to Earth. But he's no longer the person he thought he was. With a burnt face and a demonic clown known as Violator as his aide, Spawn was born. Join me today as I take a look at the McFarlane Toys Rebirth Spawn. I've been very fucking excited to do this because I'm a huge, massive Spawn fan. I mean, above my head is the majority of my Spawn collectibles that I could fit up there. And I even have one that's in a box somewhere else. It's a huge ass piece. Before we get into it, Spawn started in 1992, created by Todd McFarlane. Image Comics, that's issue number 1 from 1992. Since then, Spawn went on and had some fairly popularity, I guess you could say. A lot of success. 5 years after his inception, he had a movie come out. You guys remember this movie? Oh man, such a good movie, right? I love it so much. It's so bad that it's good. He even had himself a TV series that ran in '97, the animated series, which is a fantastic fucking show. And I'm not even here to review this. Maybe another time. But his popularity rose. I mean, 1992, and now we're 2020, and just recently he hit that milestone, 300th issue. But not just that. He got returning artist Greg Capullo, who was a longtime artist on Spawn, to do the cover for the milestone monumental 301. Spawn's had some ups and downs. He went from being Al Simmons to somebody else, back to being Al Simmons, the Venom tongue, He's had a lot of looks. But today I want to focus on the figure that McFarlane put out 4 years ago of the Rebirth Spawn from Color Tops. Before we dive into the figure itself, let's take a look at the packaging. So this is from the Color Tops line of McFarlane Toys. I don't think they do the Color Tops anymore. He was experimenting with like statuesque figures. It was the last set of figures that were kind of like his old stuff. Now they're very articulated and posable, the McFarlane figures. But I want to look at this one here, Spawn Rebirth. So really, first of all, the packaging is nice. So I really like this. Alright, it's a window on the top, and then on the bottom is just the barcode. You see Spawn right on the inside. There's a variant of this, the hamburger head variant, just right there. I would very much love to get that figure. I have not found it anywhere, and I'm probably going to have to try and find it on eBay and for a crazy amount of money. But yeah, so this is the figure inside the box. Give me a moment, we'll be right back, and I'll take him out of the box and show you guys. I just love Harley Quinn. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. Alright, so out of the box, here's Spawn. Comes with a mini machine gun, a rocket launcher, and a pretty cool looking base that says his name on it, just in case, Spawny forgets his name. So let's take a look at the figure. First of all, the guns are really detailed. Really cool looking. So is the rocket launcher. It actually looks like a miniature scale rocket launcher. So that's really cool looking. So the figure himself. Here we go. You got Spawn posed in a stance. Looks like his back is arched out and he's looking up. His face actually kind of reminds me of the movie Spawn, which is kind of cool. I mean, whatever. So yeah, there you go. There's the figure. His cape is really cool looking. I like all the detail and the coloring on the cape. And he's got a lot of spikes. Be careful because these things are actually pointy. I'm not kidding you. I was dusting it off and packing it away when moving, and literally I stabbed myself. I didn't bleed, but I still stabbed myself because it's pretty pointy, these things. You got the rocket launcher that goes into one hand. I do have to advise to be careful because this arm is loose and this hand has the tendency to pop out. So I might as well just pop out the hand for you guys. Ah, there we go. I'll put it back in anyways. Just put the rocket launcher... Sorry, I put it in the wrong hand. You put the machine gun in this hand. Okay. So the machine gun's in the hand, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop the hand back into place. I got one machine gun there. And you take the rocket launcher and place it into this hand. So there you go. You place the rocket launcher into this hand. And Spawn is good to go. So that's pretty much it. Now, let's talk about the posability. Articulation. So, there isn't anything in this arm, it's just a hand that moves back and forth, but like I said, it comes off very easily. I don't know if it's just mine, or if they're all like that, but this one here, the forearm, moves in and out a little bit. I like to keep it like that, so it looks like he's toting the gun up. The head does not move. There's nothing else really that moves on him, it's just the hand and the arm, but this is mainly to look like a mini statue. You go ahead and you pop him on to the base. Just like that. And you got yourself a badass looking Spawn. And if ever you were interested in having yourself a statue of Spawn, this would be the next best perfect thing to a Spawn statue. Because this looks like a miniature statue. You know, he was sent back to Earth 5 years after being killed. And did he ever get to see Wanda? No. But there was a Wanda figure done. Oh yeah, we're doing 2-in-1 right here, guys. Wanda Blake from the classic Art of Spawn line. Just going to move our boy out of the way just a little bit. This was released in the early to mid 2000s. I got this a couple of years ago from a good friend of mine, Jason Churchill. He sent this off to me and I was really happy about that. Let's take her off the base. So right off the bat, there's just one candlestick missing, which is fine. There's the other candlestick here, which I popped in already. I mean, you can put this together. I don't feel like taking it apart, so that's her base. And here's Wanda herself in a nice wedding gown. Hand is up like this, like she's holding something. She's holding her dress. Now, if you take this off right here, reveals some massive cleavage. Because in the stores, they had to put that on her because they didn't want kids to see cleavage, so it makes sense. Has Wanda Blake got posability? Not really. This arm moves just a little bit. Her head moves all the way around. It's pretty much it. She's made to look again like a statue, and it's a really nice looking figure. She goes like that, and there we have Wanda and Spawn right next to each other. I'm not going to spoil to you anything that happens recently in the comics, or at least a couple years ago. I feel really sad for Spawn right now and Wanda, but anyways, that's the review of these two figures. Let me know what you guys thought below. Just want to advise you guys on something that I have two of this figure. That's why I was able to do this. Unboxed. I bought the figure myself a while ago, so I kept it in package. And then Don bought me another one. He honestly thought that he got a statue for me, but he didn't realize I had it already, which is fine. It's great. I have it unboxed and I can display it while keeping the other one in the box. So, yeah, this is the review for the Spawn Rebirth and the Wanda. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Like I said, what you think. Are you guys Spawn fans? Do you guys want to see me do more Spawn videos? I love Spawn. Like, Spawn's my fucking favorite superhero along with Spider-Man and Batman. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to come back again soon with another video. I'd like to do another review of this, maybe of Ripclaw. I have some mail coming in from graphic novels I bought, and I know that my friend, again, Don, bought me some figures off of Amazon, so I can't wait to see what those are. So it's finally come to this. My Spawn collection, part 3. So sit back, and it's geeking time. What is going on, guys? I know I have not posted a video in like 2 weeks or so. Been busy. Vanessa and I finally were able to sign a lease together. So we're going to be moving in together, so that's massive news for us. I've been packing a lot of stuff, so my apartment is literally really empty right now. I had to dig for some of this stuff for this part 3, which I'll be putting back in the boxes. But I just want to do that for you guys for this third part. But with that being said, it's been about 2 years since I did my Spawn collection part 2. So I figured, since this is going to be my last video in this apartment, why not show off everything that I've got since that last collection? So let's get right into it. I see Timmy's copy on the side. So getting right into it, this you've probably seen a few times already, but since my last collection, I got Spawn, the complete animated HBO series on DVD. This is a fantastic series. I love this show. I grew up with this show. I was really young and I hid watching it, but it was really awesome, and I'm glad to have this in my collection. I kind of feel like if Todd McFarlane wants to make something of a Spawn movie, he should just do an animated movie, kind of like the DC animated movies. I think that'd be really awesome. Next up, I've got this really awesome Spawn t-shirt, which you guys have seen me wear before. Actually, this is custom. I got this one made. But it's just a really cool looking t-shirt. I like the print on there. If you guys can see what it says on there. I don't know if you can, but it's from one of the, I believe it's from issue number 2 or something like that. So that's pretty cool. And this actually you guys saw in my last video, or maybe the video before that. This is the recent Spawn figure release, the Mortal Kombat Spawn, which I love having this in my collection. I didn't get very many figures since that last collection video because not very many Spawn figures came my way, and nor did I find any. But really glad to have this. Alright, so with this stuff out of the way, I have a pile of Spawn comics that I picked up since that last collection video. So I hope this is not too long. There's a thick stack. Let's get right into the comics. Alright, so the Spawn comics. I wanted to do this last week, but we got hit with a heat wave. It was so fucking hot that I was like, I couldn't do anything. I had multiple fans going on, but I'm drinking coffee today. It's not that bad. Let's get into the stack. I'm going to go through the more recent kind of stuff and the oddball comics that Spawn was featured in. So here we go. First things first is that we've got Free Comic Book Day Spawn issue number 1, which is cool. On the back it promotes Spawn number 300. This came out in 2019 for Free Comic Book Day, which was last year. No Free Comic Book Day so far this year because they're pushing it back. But yeah, it's basically Spawn issue number 1. So if you have issue number 1 in your collection, don't want to take it out and read it, but you do have the free Comic Book Day one, this is a really cool alternative. So that's Spawn issue number 1 for free Comic Book Day, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have Image number 0. I mean, it's just Spawn's on the cover, so I figured I'd throw that in. Then we got Spawn and Wildcats number 1. And then Spawn and Wildcats number 4. This is by, Alan Moore, which is really cool. So I'm only missing issues number 2 and 3, which I'll hopefully get soon. Next up we have Ant number 3, which has Spawn in it, which I thought was a really fucking cool cover. And we got Spawn Blood Feud number 4. So that's cool. Now we're going to get into the core Spawn series. So like I did in the previous videos, I worked backwards all the way to the oldest issue, so let's go. Spawn number 302 with a Greg Capullo cover, which is amazing. We got Spawn number 301, again a Greg Capullo cover. Then we have this variant of Spawn issue number 300. I forget the name of the artist, but don't hate me for that. That's a really fucking cool cover. We have Spawn issue number 299, which is like a classic cover. I like that a lot. Spawn number 298. We got Spawn number 297. I'm missing 296, but then we go down to 295. So these are all Matina covers. Spawn number 294. Spawn number 293. 292. These Matina covers are amazing, guys. 291. We got Spawn issue number 290. Alright, we got Spawn issue number 289. 288. This is a really nice cover too. Oh, it's really hot. I'm sweating. I'm sorry, guys. It's got a little hotter now. Spawn 287. Oh, this really awesome McFarlane cover of number 86. I love this cover a lot. We got Spawn number 285. Some of them are falling. We've got 284. And then we have the regular and the variant cover of Spawn number 283. So the color version, and the black and white version. I got these as a birthday present from a good friend of mine, Andres, who runs the awesome comic book shop in Montreal, Omnibus. Plug, if you're ever in Montreal, go check out Omnibus. He can get you these really cool comics. So that's all the more recent stuff. Now let's get into the Spawn comics from the 2000s and earlier. Oh my god. Sorry, I don't know why I got a little hot. I'm sweating a little bit. And yes, I'm wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt because, hey, I showed off the Spawn t-shirt, so I had to put something on. But I figured, why not? You know, McFarlane did work on Spider-Man before he went to Spawn, so... Let's listen to this coffee first. Boomer, what the fuck are you doing drinking coffee when it's hot? I need that caffeine, guys. Plus, I love Timmy's. I haven't been to Timmy's since this whole quarantine thing's been going on. So let me have my Timmy's coffee. Alright, here we go. The majority of these are Greg Capullo and McFarlane covers, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, so we got Spawn issue number 135. Great looking cover. Spawn issue number 134. You know what? I'm going to stop saying Spawn because you guys know it's Spawn. Alright, so we've got number 133. Yes, I paid $6 for that. I just forgot to take the sticker off. Then we jump down to number 130. Again, another beautiful cover. Again, jumping down a few issues to 125. Number 123. Yes, 123. And yes, this wasn't a $4 comic. I think it paid a little more. This was $2, so we got issue number 119. Issue number 118. I love these Capullo covers. There's just something about Capullo's artwork that I find is so fucking beautiful. Jumping down again, we go to number 112. A couple of issues down again, we got number 110. We've got issue number 108, which I had a double of this and I sent to a really good friend of mine, Jay, in Vancouver. We have issue number 107 with another extremely beautiful cover. Issue number 104. And whenever I find Spawn issues and that I don't have, I just grab them. Sometimes I get doubles and I'm like, oh boy, what did I do? But I know somebody who can use the doubles that I can send them to, so... we've got issue number 98. It's worth knowing that I do have number 100, but it's packed away. I don't know why I couldn't find it right now, so another time I'll show you guys that one. Now we have issue number 97. When I bought this, the guy told me that this was the most valuable out of all the comics he had, which I don't know why, but it's cool. It's still got Angela on the cover. One of my favorite iconic covers, we have Spawn issue number 95. Which, if you ever played the video game on Dreamcast in the Demon's Hand, that was the cover. Yeah, that right there. We have issue number 90. Now we're jumping down into the 80s. We got issue number 88. A nice Halloween-themed cover. This is a really cool one. I think they did a figure, too, based on this cover. Spawn issue number 87. Another beautiful cover. I really love this one. We got issue number 86, where Spawn is fighting Al Simmons on the cover. Basically, he's fighting himself. Number 85, Spawn growling. Issue number 81. Really another cool, like, Shakespearean type cover, which is really cool. Jumping down again. Issue number 61, which I believe the character from the movie Jessica Priest, I believe this is her first appearance in the comic books. And it's a really fucking amazing looking cover too. I really like this cover a lot. Jumping more, we have number 54. Issue number 53, which I think this is a really nice cover as well with Malbolgia on it. Issue number 52, which is awesome. You've got Savage Dragon on the cover. I love Savage Dragon. What a great character. Actually, I should collect more Savage Dragon comics. And another one that's really fucking cool is Spawn issue number 50, which is an homage to the first issue. Again, another great cover. And is this... Yeah, it's solely by McFarlane, but with at that point, the new look of Spawn. Spawn issue number 44. We've got issue number 38, but I believe that's Tremor on the cover. Issue number 34 with Clown causing carnage. Issue number 33. Issue number 30, which was again, I believe, made into a figure from the classic covers line. And it's a really cool cover too. Number 27, whoops. One of my top 3 favorite covers of Spawn, and I know I used to have this on a phone case on a previous phone. Issue number 21. Just love that cover. I don't know what it is, but I just love it. Issue number 18. And then finally, another great cover with Medieval Spawn, issue number 15. So that's all the comics, that is all the collectible DVDs and shit that I got of Spawn since my last collectibles video, my last Spawn collection video. Let me know in the comment section below, out of all these comics, which cover you like the best. If you collect Spawn, I know there's a lot of people that watch my channel who have told me that they started liking Spawn because of some of the stuff that I've done with Spawn. I have some friends that I've gotten into Spawn. But yeah, just let me know in the comments below which comic book cover you liked the best. I really hope that this was not too long of a video, because I know I had a lot of comics to show off, and my last 2 Spawn collection videos were over 20 minutes long, so I hope that wasn't too long of a video. It might be, it might not be, I don't know. Yeah, so like I said at the beginning, Vanessa and I, we've signed a lease together. I'm going to be moving into a new apartment with her. We got a much bigger apartment. It's a huge 4.5 duplex. Really happy about that. So it's going to be my last video, not forever, but just for the time being, until we get settled into the new place. I just figured it'd be pretty cool to do the Spawn Collection Part 3, because I did 2 of them already 2 years ago, and the first one was like 3 years ago by this point. I've mentioned it a few times now in my video, the Spawn Collection goes. You can go check them out in my video. Here you go. Those are the thumbnails. You can go check them out. They're both the same, but you'll still see them. Sorry, I need a little sip of that coffee. You know who else is a fan of Spawn? A good friend of mine, Jay. My friend Jay in Vancouver. Have you guys ever heard of the channel Unboxing Rocks? They haven't posted videos in a while. I'm fingers crossed that they're going to post some more soon, because their videos are really awesome. Jay is one of the coolest guys I come to meet, and I'm super happy to call him a friend. We talk a lot about Spawn, so I'm mentioning him because, like I said, Unboxing Rocks. I'm going to put a link in the description below to their channel, because their channel is really cool. They do a lot of unboxing videos, so he's constantly telling me to unbox my Spawn figures. No, Jay, I'm not going to do that yet. I don't have the courage or the strength to do that yet. But go check out Unboxing Rocks. Apart from that, I'm just going to take a little hiatus because, you know, I'm going to wait until I get settled into the apartment. But don't worry, I will be back with some new videos once everything is settled in. You guys know I love Spawn, and it's been a while since I've done a great comic book covers episode. I figured I'm going to be doing some Spawn content on my channel. So why not start with episode 3 of Great Comic Book Covers, Spawn. Let's get into it.
You got a deal for your soul.
Now, if you've watched the first 2 episodes, you know how the format works. These are in no particular order. They're at random. They're just great comics. I'm not saying that these are the best Spawn comic covers, because I would be here for hours and hours and hours talking about almost every single McFarlane and Capullo cover. And there's about a little over 200 of them, so no, these are just great covers. Now, there's so many Spawn covers to choose from. I had a hard time even just choosing 8 for this list. So this is going to be the first part. This is not going to be the only episode featuring just Spawn covers. So for the first issue that I've chosen, this is Spawn issue number 21. This is a Todd McFarlane cover that was released in 1994. It's simple. It's very simple. It's just Spawn on the cover. You can probably see him very faintly in the border of my video here. I don't know, this cover is so nice. I've always really liked this one. For the longest time, I'd searched for this cover. I never could find it. It was always like over 20 bucks, and I was finally gifted it, so I didn't have to go out and pick it up. But yeah, no, it's definitely a very beautiful cover with the white background. Like I said, just Spawn right there, framed and bordered. Yeah, it's really nice. The next cover is from Spawn, number 95. This is a Capullo cover, and the inks are by McFarlane. You might recognize this as the cover for the Dreamcast game Spawn in the Demon's Hand. This is a beautiful cover. This is one of the most. This is one of the covers that I remember the most growing up. It's just the black background with the flames, Spawn front and center. I don't know. It really catches your eye every time you look at it. So that's what makes this a great cover. The next one, I'm thinking outside a little bit of the box, because I don't want to put all just covers with Spawn front and center. So this is issue number 72. And on this cover, we have Spawn very small on the bottom, and then we have Cogliostro on the top. I don't know what to say about this cover. It's just, there's 2 characters on here. A lot of the times 2 characters on one cover doesn't fit very well. But on this cover, it's nice. It's really nice. Yes, they could have taken Spawn off and just put an all black background with Cogliostro. But I don't know, it's really, really cool looking how they designed it. So yeah, it definitely had to be on this list. Fall is here. This cover's great. They even made a toy of it. This is Spawn issue number 88. And this is a Halloween themed cover. You got the pumpkin, you got the cat. Like, it's very spooky looking, very Halloween centric. It's just a really great cover, especially if you want to put out some decorations for Halloween. You don't have very many, but you got some Spawn comics. You could definitely put this out at Halloween. So yeah, it's a really spooky cover, and I really, really like this one a lot. So once again, we're going outside the box with this cover. This is issue number 83. This is just Jason Wynn on the cover. Black background, him grimacing, an evil grimace with the smoke coming out of his cigar. It's a beautiful cover. Who would have thought that putting a villain on the cover, front and center, just like that, for your monthly comic, would be nice. Oh, yes, a lot of them do it, but this kind of villain, this is a beautiful fucking cover, and they made the right call putting Jason Wynn right there. I have to show love to these characters because they are fantastic characters. I find they're super underrated. Not enough people give them love. This is Spawn issue number 108. Spawn is in the background, and you've got Sam and Twitch right here on the cover. The dead body on the ground. I love Sam and Twitch. To me, they're probably the best detectives in any kind of fiction. This is just my opinion. I really love Sam and Twitch. I wish Kevin Smith actually did put out that show about Sam and Twitch, or at least they did put a Sam and Twitch TV show out and have Spawn as a secondary character. That'd be so freaking cool. But you know how it is with Todd McFarlane. He always talks, and never puts his products out. That's the problem. But I digress. It's an awesome cover, and Sam and Twitch to me are forever going to be the coolest detectives. Okay, I'm cheating here because I had to put this on the list because this is the first Spawn comic I ever got from my parents as a kid. The moment I got this comic again as an adult, I was over the moon. So this is Spawn issue number 63. Spawn becomes a human in this episode, or at least takes human form. I don't know, it's just a really fucking cool cover. I really love it. It's probably my favorite Spawn cover of all time. Likely because it was the first comic I ever got. But yeah, I mean, him toting his guns with the worms in the forefront. I've just always loved this cover, and for me, this definitely is always going to be on a list of the greatest Spawn covers. And the last one I have today, it's the 100th issue of Spawn, and it's a variant. I just acquired it not too long ago. I've been searching through hell for this comic book, and thankfully Omnibus, shout out to them, had the issue and I was able to grab it from them. This is the Alex Ross variant of issue number 100. A while ago I sent my friend Jay in Vancouver, Unboxing Rocks, issue number 100, the Capullo variant, because that's his favorite artist. I've always wanted this cover, so I'm really, I think this is such a beautiful one. Spawn holding Cyan in his arms. I don't know, it's just, there's something human about this cover. This cover makes you like feel the emotions that are going here, and it's everything, the painting, all the colors chosen in here, just the way it's done. The fact that it looks kind of like the movie Spawn merged with the comic book Spawn. It's just an all-around amazing cover, and I think this is what makes one of the greatest Spawn covers ever as well. Well, there you have it. Those are my comic book cover selections for this episode, Spawn. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more episodes of Spawn because I can't just do one episode. There's too many fucking covers to choose. Let me know down below which covers you guys thought was the best out of all this. Let me know what some of your favorite covers are. Well, look at this. I received a package in the mail today from an awesome friend of mine, the Spawn Hunter. Let's get right into it. It's geeking time. Welcome back to the channel.
Okay, full disclosure, this was not a package that I received just like that. Spawn Hunter, really awesome guy. I've been getting to know him for quite a few weeks now. Really have enjoyed speaking with him. He runs a YouTube channel, he runs a Twitter, he runs an Instagram, all under the moniker, as you can see, Spawn Hunter. He does giveaways on his Instagram and his YouTube channel. I believe he does some on Twitter as well, but I know for a fact he does them on Instagram and YouTube. So he was doing a giveaway for a Spawn cover. I believe it was a Jim Lee X-Men tribute cover. So I entered the giveaway because I liked his channel a lot and I want to support him. So I entered the giveaway and I ended up winning. So full disclosure, this is a contest winning package that I'm about to open up for you guys. And it's so fitting that this is my first video back and it's Spawn related. So this is amazing. So that being said, I'm all the way in good old Montreal of Canada. Spawn Hunter sent this to me all the way from the United States. I forgot to block that out. I am so sorry. Oh man, now you can see how much... Boomer, what'd you do? Anyways, with that being said, I want to open this up for you guys to show you my contest winnings. I'm actually really excited about this. Once again, before I get into this, huge, massive thank you to Spawn Hunter for choosing me for the contest winning. I really appreciate it, man. This is definitely going to be kept really, really well in my collection. Okay, so I think that Boomer the Nerd should shut up now, and let's get into opening up this package. Cue that intro. Boomer's Haul. Yeah. First of all, I want to introduce you guys here to Captain David. This was given to me by my friend Gabby, named by my wife. So just want to introduce him to him. He'll be chilling in the video more often. Well, I should say future videos. And I just had to bring Spawn out here because this is a Spawn video. So Spawn's got to chill with me. Now, I had to cover up my address. So that's why you see a thank you to Spawn Hunter and the Spawn logo right here. In order to open this, I'm going to need myself Mr. Blanca over here. Mr. Blanca, who I finally changed his blade after 2.5 years of owning Blanca. So it's going to be another 2 or 3 years before I change that blade and get a new one. So this is doing very well for me here. All right, get ready for some X-Acto ASMR. There we go. Let's see how I can cut this. Okay, I think I'm going to cut the package from here. And I think, yeah, there we go. There's nothing much more to it, so we can put Blanca away. He is no longer needed. Thank you, Blanca. Goodbye. All right, let's see what's inside here. Let's unfold the box gently. You know what? I spoke too soon. I need Blanca again. There's another piece of tape. Do you see that? Oh, there's Blanca's back. Let's cut that little tiny piece. Oh, really neat. He sent some extra stuff in here. And you know what's funny? I do remember him saying to me that he was going to send a couple of extra goodies in there. So before we get into the extra goodies, I want to get straight to, oh my God, yes. He packed this really, really nicely too. Okay, so you see all the goodies and the comic art together. So it's a comic book that I won, right? Now, I'm going to open up the comic book. I'm going to show you guys. Let's drop these out first. All this stuff out first. Okay. Let me get all that stuff out, and then we're going to get to the comic book.
You got the uniform and the attitude, so let's get to it.
To what?
Okay, I took quite a little short break because I had to get some water. I'm really scorched. That being said, this is... Let me see if I can fix the camera a little better, or if we can... I don't know if I can show that. There we go. So we got Spawn Scorched number 3. This is what I won. This is really neat. Let me put this box actually to the side. Come back to the box afterwards. Okay, there we go. Spawn Scorched number 3. This is a beautiful cover. This is by Todd McFarlane in homage to Jim Lee, as I mentioned, for X-Men issue number 1. This is homaging Wolverine, Cyclops, and oh God, I haven't looked at the cover in a while. I have it here, but I forget who it is down below. You guys are gonna get mad at me, please tell me down below. I forget who it is I'm referencing here in the corner. But that being said, I really, really, really wanted this cover a lot. I want to try and find the 2 other connecting covers to go with this one. It's just that my comic book shop, when I ask for variant covers, I don't often get them because he orders what he can get. So I'll show you this for comparison. I have Spawn Scorched, but I have the regular cover. So I'm really excited to have this cover now, Spawn Scorched. This is going to go into a frame. If I don't get it graded, it's going to go into a frame up on the wall. And this regular Scorched one will be in my collection. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. I'm going to put this one back to the side now because it's no point showing 2 of them off in the camera. So a huge thank you to the Spawn Hunter because I won the contest. I'm super happy to have this in my collection. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I really appreciate you sending this out to me, man. I really do. Now, here's the other thing. Spawn Hunter is really awesome. When he does a giveaway, he likes to include a couple tiny little extras in there. And these tiny extras he included I find are really cool, and I'm definitely gonna sound like a broken record, keep all this stuff. So, first thing, he sent me, with this package, he sent me 5 of his business cards. There they are. Just looks like that. And there's the Spawn Hunter logo on the back. Actually, these are really beautiful cards. So there's 5 of them. I am definitely going to post this to my social medias so that you guys can go check out Spawn Hunter. I'm also obviously going to link him down below for you guys to check out. So that, yeah, really beautiful. Definitely a beautiful business card. Like I said, I'm going to keep one of these in my wallet for sure. After the awesome business cards, he sent me this really nice Spawn Hunter decal. So this is a, let me see if I can see how it kind of, oh, very nice. Okay, so it's a sticker decal. So I guess you could put this on anything. I'm definitely going to make good use of this sticker. I'm a sucker for the Spawn logo, and like I said, he's a friend of mine, Spawn Hunter. So I definitely want to show him some really good, I really want to show him some support. So definitely going to stick this somewhere really nice.
You got a deal for your soul.
There, for the rest of the video. Because I want to promote Spawn Hunter as much as I can. My goodness, the reason why I'm making that noise is because I'm reaching out for my Exacto again, Blanca. The reason why I'm reaching out for Blanca, he sent me, this is really neat, a pack of 8 Spawn trading cards. This is from 1995. That is insane. Spawn logo all around. Collect randomly inserted limited edition cards. I really doubt that I'm going to get that, but this is from Wildstorm and Image Comics. Man, remember when Wildstorm was part of Image? Yeah, no longer. Jim Lee has taken that over to DC. And it looks to me like, wow, look at that. Kmart. This is insane. Kmart sticker. This was 99 cents back in the day. Wow, where are you going to find 99-cent trading cards anymore? I know here in Canada we're not going to find 99-cent trading cards. So alright, let's just get Blanca and I'll cut the packaging open, see what cards are inside, because, I mean, I know that this kind of stuff is collectible, but at the end of the day, I still like to see what's in here, because, you know, collecting cards, not my thing, but these kind of collecting cards, however, yeah, that I love. Does that have that? Ah, it's got that old school smell to it. I love it. Okay, so we got the packaging open here. Let's see what goodies we have inside. Put these down. See the first one here. This is just basically a announcement for Spawn, Youngblood, and Wetworks action figures. Okay, good on you guys. Sorry, let's put that down there. Next one we have. Ooh, starting off really nicely. The Redeemer. Love that card. Get that read up on the back here. I don't want to take the time to read that up, but you guys can pause it. Oh, I like that Spawn issue number 17 in the corner. Oh, wow, that's a really cool card. You know what? These are going to be like frame-worthy cards. I'm telling you right now. Love the Redeemer. Put that back. Let's put him down. Let's see what we got next. Ooh. Okay, this one's really cool. Spawn Overkill. Is that Terry Fitzgerald? I'm not sure, but that's really, really nice. And then Here's the read up again, so feel free to go ahead and pause that. And then we've got Spawn issue number 22 down here in the corner. I love that they add some of the covers in there. That's really cool. I like that a lot. This video is going to be longer just for the cards alone. Next up, okay, this is a side shot. Spawn seems to be wounded here. It's a really cool looking card though. Alright, what do we got in the back? Here's the read up, so it's about the Mafia. And then the cover in question here is issue number 24, one of my favorite covers. It's nice. There's still a few of them, my goodness. Okay, so we have a news reporter. The news reporter, yeah. I believe that's supposed to be CNN. There we go. You can go ahead and pause that. And the cover this time is this issue number 22. Another one of my all-time favorite covers. I used to have this as a phone case, so I love this cover a lot. Alright, next. Oh, wow. That's a really nice one. Love that artwork. Very, very nice. Okay. And then we have cover issue number 18 in the corner. So you can go ahead, like I said, pause that and do your little read up. I believe that's the Redeemer, if that's what it said on the back, if I'm not mistaken. Really cool looking card too. I think there's about 2 or 3 left, so. Okay, we got an action card here. Again, really cool looking. And here's your little read up back there. And this time the cover, come on and focus. Issue number 29 with Jason Wynn as the Redeemer. It's 20. I'm getting this wrong, am I? I think it's issue number 26. My camera doesn't want to focus, so I'm just going to give up. There we go. Yeah, really cool Mafia card. Really neat. Alright, second to last. Oh, neat. Good old hamburger head pretending to be Shakespeare. That's a cool looking card. And then you can pause that for the read up. And then we got Spawn issue number 16 in the corner. It's really, really neat. I like this. Yeah, these cards are really cool. Whoop, I'm dropping everything here. All thumbs, like Review Spot likes to say. So, really cool card. Last but not least, let's see what this one is. Oh, wow. We end on a really cool one. Violator facing Medieval Spawn. Now, how insane is that? I love Medieval Spawn. He's so cool. So, what a great card to end on. And you can then you can pause to do the read up there. And then a great cover down below. Issue number 14 of Clown, aka Violator. So, really, wow. Really love this card a lot. Wow. 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 I am more than happy with everything that I got in here. I was getting the comic book because that was the contest winning. But I ended up getting some business cards, a sticker, and some really cool retro trading cards of Spawn, and this is just a really insanely awesome contest winning box opening haul that I shared with you guys. I'm really, really happy with everything that was sent out to me. I want to give a big, massive thank you to the Spawn Hunter for all these goodies that he sent to me. For the Scorched number 3, the contest winning. I love this cover. I cannot explain how much I love this cover. Like, I feel like I'm a broken record. Let me know down below what you guys like the most out of this haul. When it comes to the cover itself, the sticker, the business cards, those are really awesome. Or what did you guys think of these really awesome retro Spawn trading cards? Let's go through them again really quickly. These things are really, really neat. I'm going to have to find a way to display them somewhere happily and with pride. So yeah, those are really cool trading cards. I really love that he threw that in there.
Exploding from the pages of Spawn, America's #1 comic book, Spawn Ultra Action Figures, blasting into combat with their mortal enemies. Spawn-Mobile versus Violator Monster Rig. Menacing Clown, Chapel, Badrock fights back. You can control the action in Spawn Alley with all of the Spawn Ultra Action Figures. Figures, playsets, and vehicles, each sold separately. Spawn from Irwin.
But now we've come to the end of the video. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. Comment down below what you guys, like I said, what you guys thought is the coolest thing in this giveaway that I won, the trading cards, the comic book. I mean, look, I love everything, to be honest with you. I don't think it's fair to say pinpoint one thing. I think it's all great. At the same time, go ahead and subscribe to the Spawn Hunter here on YouTube. YouTube.com, Spawn Hunter. You can also check him out on Instagram. If I'm not mistaken, it's Spawn Hunter as well. And on Twitter, it's Pogo Man. I'm gonna link him down below because this video is the giveaway he did and I received from him. So definitely want you guys to go check out Spawn Hunter. He puts up some really great hauls that he gets of Spawn. He also does a lot of giveaways. I'll be back again soon. I got a bunch of videos that I want to film for you guys. So stick around for some really good stuff. It's gonna take too much time if I go over everything that I tell you guys everything that I got coming up. Previously on Boomer the Nerd.
I have something really cool today. I was not expecting this whatsoever, and I'm so excited to unbox this. A package came for me from one of my good friends in Vancouver, Jay.
The ultimate battle between heaven and hell has just started. It's geeking time.
These Spawn figures. Oh, cool! It's Angela. Angela from the original Spawn line. Oh, cool! And then we got Spawn, a gold variant of Spawn.
Welcome back, everyone. So today I've got something a little bit special here. Today I'm taking a look at some older McFarlane Spawn figures. These are basically variants of the original Spawn and the original Angela.
Todd had begun collaborating with Mattel on a line of action figures based on the Spawn comic books. But this quickly fell apart as the two parties could not agree on how to produce the toys to McFarlane's satisfaction, leading to Todd reclaiming those rights. So with that, Todd's Toys had formed. This new company kicked things off with a line of 6 action figures based on the Spawn series of comic books. Now that he had his own company, he could make the toys the way he wanted.
Now this was made possible thanks to a good friend of mine, Jay. He used to have the YouTube channel Unboxing Rocks. I've spoken about him before in the past. Great guy. Sent me a package not too long ago with a whole bunch of figures and comic books. Inside that package were these figures here. And I thought to myself when I was unpackaging them, wow, I really should review this. This would be a lot of fun to do. So lo and behold, here we are. I know that technically I should probably review one figure at a time, but I figured they're both gold variants of Spawn characters, Spawn McFarlane Toys figures, so I figured why not? Let's do both of them in the same video. I love Spawn, you guys know this. I've always been a fan of Spawn, and Jay and I, we love talking Spawn because that is our mutual, that's our mutual love is Spawn. So, with that being said, I'm gonna move some characters out of the way here and we will start reviewing. So let's go ahead and start with Angela. So again, this is the gold variant of Angela. We'll take a look at comparison after of the Angela. I still have been packaging to see what it looks like compared to that. So first off, we have her staff, which I believe is missing the launch part at the top, which is okay. That's all right. But still, nonetheless, very detailed golden staff all around. Got some spiked wings at the top. Spiked wings as you go along, and it looks like it's bandaged almost. And then there's the top here would usually have a spiky piece that would launch out, if I'm not mistaken, because you have this little part right here that you can press and it would just clip on and off. So there's the staff that goes with her. All right, let's take a look at her. So right off the bat, let's just take a look at the detailing on the face. She's got some red eyes. Really nice looking with the headset. And then coming down, we got our armor all over. Got some chain armor on the arms. Got the loincloth going down here. Got a belt. And of course she's got the boot like that, and then the one regular foot. If we turn her around, all right, we've also got a little dagger right there molded on. And if we turn her around, seems to be somewhat of a dagger inside hidden in her boot as well. This looks like that on the back. There's the sheath for her sword. We'll get into that into just a minute. The back of the hair. So this belt is removable, and I want to say this right now. If you are going to remove the belt, be wary, because when I received it, the belt was off and I was having some issues putting the belt back on. But now it's staying, so hopefully it stays. So here you've got the sheath, and you do have a sword that you can remove, and there you go. As I say this, the belt comes off, and this is going to be a little harder for me to get back on. Just bear with me, guys, here. All right, got the belt and the sheath back in. This is quite the hassle. If it comes off, it is quite the hassle to put back on, because it's not that easy to put right back on her, especially with the fact that I have not as thin fingers. So that being said, put her down for a moment. Here is Angela's sword. Got a gripping handle, and the blade just looks like that with a whole bunch of notches in it. You can definitely put it in her hand like that, so she can get ready for battle with Spawn. Now, I will say again with the sheath, like I said, it had issues putting this back together. So if you are, if it does come off for you, just be aware that you will be finicking with it a little bit, and it might take you some time to put it back on. Obviously, I'm not saying to do this, but if you're able to, if you keep running across that problem, maybe put some glue on there and try to avoid habit from continuing to fall off, because again, like I said, once it does fall off the sheath, it's a very thin material, and it's going to take some time for you to put it back on. So I'm going to leave the sword in her hand right now, because I know that if I put it back in the sheath might unclip, and I'll be here all day long trying to put that sheath back in, and that's definitely not what I want to be doing with my day. Okay, so I went ahead and brought in my Angela that I have on card for a reference here. So as you can see, the Angela, this one's gold obviously, but this Angela in packaging, as you can see, has all the paint, and this is what it would look like if she had all the paint on her and not gold. And this is what I was talking about, the spearhead on the top. So yeah, and her sword would be this color, and the sheath is already plugged onto her in the packaging, so there's no need to remove it. All in all, she's a cool looking figure, Angela. I mean, I've always liked this figure. And this is a character that is no longer with Image Comics. She's now with Marvel, if I'm not mistaken, still. So anytime you can find yourself an Angela figure, especially from the Spawn line or any of the comics from Spawn featuring Angela, I'd say go ahead and pick it up. They're worth a little more nowadays, especially with the fact, like I said, she's no longer with Image Comics. But nonetheless, I actually did not take a look at the articulation. So I brought in the comparison, and I didn't even take a look at the articulation. So articulation, I forgot to show that off. Okay, so articulation. Her head is going to be limited because of the hair. So you're not going to really get that all the way around. And the arms, you can get them, but because of her little pieces right here that are removable, but I would suggest keeping those in. They're going to be limited. She's got movement in the elbow. There's no hand movement. And then her legs are on the ball joint. And then her knee bends back and forward. And that's honestly pretty much it when it comes to the articulation with Angela. So you're gonna get some very limited, in a sense, articulation, so you're not gonna be able to really make very many poses with her. But nonetheless, it is a beautiful figure to display. I do still, despite the fact of having problems with the sheath, and this being a, does it say on the leg? It just says McFarlane Productions. Oh, you can see it right there. There you go. If the camera catches that, this figure was made in 1995. So again, the articulation in this case here is fairly decent for a figure that came out almost 30 years ago. Okay, so what do you say we wipe the slate clean? Take Angela off this palette, and let's take a look at Spawn himself. Oh my, this guy does not want to stand at all. All right, let's bring the camera a little closer. So here we have Spawn himself, Al Simmons. So this is based, again, on your original figure that McFarlane put out. So, getting right into it, let's remove this from his hand first things first and take a look. So first we have Spawn's spiked bat. Just got a nail going through it. Just a wooden piece of plank. That's right there. Then if we remove the cape, don't worry, we'll do that. We've got the skull chain links that bring his cape together. I don't know why my camera's not really picking that up properly. There we go. So they're on little pegs that you can just peg into the cape. So you got that. And then you can also remove Spawn's cape. It's basically like a piece on its own. And open it up so you can display him with the cape closed if you want, or you can display it with the cape open. So that's what the cape looks like. And then on the back, all that detail of the cape. Now we come to Spawn himself. Here he is. Here he is, Spawn. So he's got green eyes this time around. He's got nothing on the chest because it's all gold. Got the spikes on the arms and some detailing for the muscle. Same thing for on this side. He's got some abs. He's got the skull down here with rubber chains. He's got all the pockets. Spikes down here. And the back is just basic because this is what your cape is going to hook onto. In terms of articulation, the head should go around. There we go. It's a little stiff, but the head goes all the way around. The arm moves all the way around, but that's all you're getting. There's no articulation besides that, just in the arm like that. The leg is limited in the movement back and forth. And there's a bend in the knee. Same thing for the other side. Bend in the knee. That's pretty much it. He stands pretty well when he doesn't have the cape on. However, if you're going to put the cape on him, he is going to topple over a little bit. So let's get everything back on Spawn here and take a look at him with everything in him. So let me get these pegged back in. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's not easy either to peg these in. You think it's not as bad as Angela's sheath, but still the holes are pretty tiny. So you do kind of need to know what you are doing. There we go, so we got that in. So there you go. You can have him with the cape closed like that. Or if you want to pose him with the cape open, I'm not sure how you're going to do that, but if you want to pose him with the cape somewhat open, like I said, he doesn't stand very well. You have to like kind of balance him a little forward if you're going to do that. Yeah, see what I mean? He's starting to balance a little bit. And then as for this piece, you just go ahead and pop that right into his hand like that. And there you go. You have yourself Spawn complete. Looks really good. Actually, for just a golden piece, he looks pretty dang good. Just like with Angela, I am bringing in 2 other Spawns for comparison. So we have the original Spawn release. As you can see, it is very close to the gold Spawn. Comes with everything again, with the spike bat, the chains, the clothes, and the cape and everything. But he's got a lot more coloring on this because he is the colored version, obviously. So basically this chest piece would be right there. There, he's toppling over Spawn. And then we have the hamburger head variant for the 50th anniversary, which again is pretty much the same thing. Just that this one is the hamburger head. You know, he's got no mask on here. So all in all, same figure, the regular, the variant, and the gold. This guy was put out in, let's see if I can see. It says it on the bottom of the leg. This guy was released in 1994. So that was one of the original releases. Well, actually, this is from the first Spawn line. So really cool, really, really nice. Brought Angela back in. Here, let's move this back and there we go. Let's actually, no, you know what? Let's move Spawn a little bit. Bring Angela over here like that. Yeah, I was able to put the sword back in, and I didn't fuss too much with it. So there you go. Those are the two figures. These are really cool pieces to have in your collection. I really enjoy them a lot. I mean, like I said, I'm a big Spawn fan, and I love these things so very much. Stick around, guys, because from that package Jay sent me, I still have this big old Behemoth Rob Zombie figure. I also have this Ozzy Osbourne figure, and I have this Alice Cooper figure. So I'm definitely going to be reviewing those three figures very shortly. I think it will be some really fun videos to do. He also sent me an Iggy Pop NECA figure, but I already did a short of that. There wasn't too much in terms of articulation of Iggy Pop, so it was just a little action figure by NECA. So I already did that. But stick around for those three, the Alice Cooper, the Rob Zombie, and the Ozzy Osbourne figures. Those are figures that are grail figures to me. I've been looking to get my hands on, and I absolutely cannot wait to review those figures for you guys. Let me know if you guys are still collecting some of these old figures. Do you guys collect any of the Spawn figures? Let's talk Spawn in the comments below. I know Jay and I talk Spawn all the time. Let me know what you guys thought of these figures in particular. I want to send a huge thank you again to Jay for sending me these figures. I absolutely love them. I'm most likely going to put them on my shelving unit, put them on display with my other loose figures. I absolutely love these things. And yeah, it always makes me happy to collect more and more Spawn figures. It's kind of like like an addiction. I mean, look, I'm building up my Ninja Turtles collection, but now I'm getting more Spawn figures. Oh boy. Anyways, guys, look, that's the end of it for today. So we've taken a look at some crazy bootleg coloring books on my channel. I thought today would be a good time to start looking at some crazy licensed coloring books. Case in point from 2016, Spawn, the official adult coloring book. Let's take a look at this. It's geeking time. So I guess we're finally doing this. I've taken a look at some bootleg coloring books, like I said in the past. Some bootleg coloring books that were bizarre. And today we're starting to take a look at some licensed adult coloring books that you're probably thinking to yourself, like, what the hell? With the bootleg ones, okay, I get it. With the Evil Dead, the Friday the 13th, the Godzilla one was pretty dang decent. But I got a slew of licensed adult coloring books that I'm like, what were they thinking of? Like I said, we're first starting with Spawn, the adult coloring book. But after this, I've got a Danger Girl coloring book to take a look at. I've got a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers coloring book. No, not based on the show, but based on the Boom Studios comic book. And then I finally have a Marvel Comics Color Your Own Marvel Masters coloring book, which is fairly decent. But the only thing is that it's like, okay, it's the same thing. It takes classic comic book covers, and it's like, all right. So like I said, today we're going to start by taking a look at the adult coloring book for Spawn, and it's credited by Todd McFarlane. I really don't think he did all the sketches in this book, but we will go ahead and take a look at every single picture in here, and we'll divulge and see what this coloring book looks like. So grab yourself something to drink, grab yourselves a snack, and let's get right into this adult coloring book of Spawn.
Next on HBO. Heaven and hell collide on Earth, and human souls are forced to pay the price in this evil animated universe. Todd McFarlane's Spawn. Next on HBO.
Move the stand out of the way because I figure we're going to flip through pages and we'll take a look and see what is inside of this coloring book. All right, so first things first, we have the cover, which is a nice picture of Spawn, which I believe is by Eric Larson. And then we flip it around, it's the same thing. And it explains to you here on the back, from Todd McFarlane, creator of comic book anti-hero Spawn, the first ever Spawn adult coloring book, known for his hyper-detailed and complex art. This coloring book is a must for any Spawn and comic book fan. In 1992, the creation of Spawn unleashed a brand new character to an unsuspecting public for the first time. With the release of its premiere issue, Spawn broke the independent comic sales record, selling over 1 million issues, a record which still stands today. Decades later, with over 260 issues produced, Spawn is one of the longest-running independent comic books currently being published. The Spawn adult coloring book is a sampling of Todd McFarlane's kinetic artwork from the span of his lengthy ongoing career, featuring 47 unique and memorable covers and interior pages, inked by the comic book legend himself, Todd, wants you in the position of comic book colorist, designing a color scheme for some of Spawn's most memorable pages. Be part of the Spawn legacy. Todd McFarlane Productions, McFarlane.com. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is not all Todd McFarlane's artwork. This was $14.99 US. I believe that could have been $17.99 Canadian. I actually picked this up at GameStop. Now, this book came out before we take a deep dive. This book actually was released in 2016. I picked this up in 2017 from a GameStop. I think I paid about maybe $5 or $4.99, $5.99, something like that. It was on special. It was in the bargain bin. So I think I got it for that much back in 2017. So again, it is a unique looking piece of Spawn memorabilia. One that I'm definitely kind of happy that I have in my collection because, you know, I've shown some people that are like, I did not know there was a Spawn comic book. Prior to making this video, my wife did not know that there was a Spawn comic book, coloring book. So I was like, yeah, there is a Spawn coloring book. So I said to her, well, you know what? You'll be able to see what the whole entire thing looks like now after I do this video. Unless you know what? She just picks up the book itself and flips through. Which is what we're about to do. We're going to start off with the first page here. The insert just gives you a photo of the logo, different spawns in 4 different squares, kind of like Let It Be. Adult coloring book. Like I said, 2016. And the first page we go to is the first ever issue of Spawn. So just cool like that. And on the back of each page, it's just like blank pages. So nothing really, like nothing special on the back. It's just blank pages. So it's all one-sided pages. All right, sorry about that. I had a little bit of issues. I don't know what's going on with me. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the contents of the coloring book. So like I said, we saw the first 4 pictures before. And we also saw this right here. This is the first issue ever of Spawn. So really nicely done. It does tell you down here, by the way, like for example, pencil drawing on pages 7 and 19 by Eric Larson. Layout drawing on 81 by Rob Liefeld. I bet you there's no feet in there. Pencil drawing on page 91 by Will Sportasio. Cover art by Eric Larson and Todd McFarlane. It does say art by Todd McFarlane. So a lot of them will be by Todd, but you know, there are some guest artists, obviously. We go on to the next page here. Still another nice looking photo of Spawn. Just trying to get the pages. Oh, and we got a nice full spread out of Spawn. I was trying to show that. I don't know if I can show that completely on camera, but yeah, it's a nice full spread out of Spawn. Don't quote me on which issue it's from, but it's I think from one of the first 5 issues. So then we go back to the Eric Larson cover, or say Eric Larson artwork. Then we have the homage to The Walking Dead. So you got Spawn, who's supposed to be Rick Grimes. There's a lot going on. A lot going on in this photo. If you take a look, a lot going on. All right, let's move it on. This one's neat. I think it's very simplistic, just very not much to it. Spawn on top of a building top. It's really nice looking. I forget which issue this one was for, but I know this is a Todd McFarlane cover. He likes to homage a lot of past covers too, if you noticed. And we got this crazy one right here. Look at that. That cover's crazy. And we got the hamburger head right here. Just trying to turn the pages and show you guys at the same time. All right. Then we've got an homage to Savage Dragon. It is also by McFarlane and Larson. So pretty cool. This one I love. This one looks really cool. No, okay, didn't. Then we got Overkill. So we finally hit a villain at least. That's pretty interesting. The next page. And we got Spawn, Tormented. Spawn is always tormented. He's a tormented character. So that's why we love Spawn, right? I think it's from 1992. Is this from the first or second issue? Something like that. You got Sam and Twitch, the greatest the greatest detectives in the history of comics, besides Batman, you know, and Commissioner Gordon, I guess. He's more of a cop, so. Although Sam and Twitch are, like I said, in terms of comic book, Sam and Twitch are my favorite detectives. You've got another cool one of Spawn right here. So the artwork in here, like the pages that they chose for us to color, are very nice. We have another full spread out here of Spawn versus the Violator. Next issue, All Hell Breaks Loose on Earth. Really cool, really cool. I did color one page a long time ago, but that's, you know, that was to see how it was. But at least you guys will see it. Here we go, cover, I think this is cover issue number 3. It's issue number 3 or number 4, if I'm not mistaken. You know, sometimes my knowledge on Spawn is there, but sometimes it gets fuzzy. There's another photo here. Cool, gnarly artwork. We got one of the Violator. I think that's issue number 6. No, maybe something like 7 or something like that. I know it's an early issue. Here's the one that I colored in. So as you can see, like I did some detailing and everything. More of a commando style Spawn. I just want to like see how it was to color in the coloring book, so at least you guys can see what it's like. And it's pretty smooth, at least. It's not a bad coloring. I'm one of those people, like, I like to, like, I'm an artist, I draw. I like to ink my things, but I don't color too often. So sometimes I do mess around with coloring. So look at that. You can at least see what kind of coloring I'm doing. Okay. This one here is just Spawn with the Image Comics and Spawn logo all over. I guess just like a throwaway page. You got another one of Spawn here, the hamburger head. McFarlane himself did this page. So you're getting like the fact that this is not derpy like the bootleg ones. This is actually pretty cool. It's a pretty well put together coloring book. And the pages inside are very thick as well. So you're going to be, don't worry about coloring and ripping. It's going to be well done. And the pages are nice and like a cardstock almost. So it's going to color really well on there. There you go. Menacing photo right there. You got another spread out of, this one is that Malbolgia, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Malbolgia. So pretty cool. And we got a full one of the Tremor. This is an homage to Venom on top of Spider-Man. So cool. You got the Violator rampaging through New York City. Or no, it's just not even, no, it's just Violator. I thought I saw cars and stuff like that, so no, it's just Violator. Violated, girly man. Then we come to a comic book panel. That's pretty neat. I've actually never sat here and flipped through the whole thing. Now we got another full page spread. There you go, Spawn himself. It's pretty cool looking. Then we got a, oh man, it looks like a candy skull. Mexican candy skull of Spawn. Love the Lucha Libre. I really love the Lucha Libre. You know, Spawn, it would be cool to see Spawn as a lucha wrestler. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be cool. The Violator right here. We got another one of Spawn, less blacks in this one here, more white so you can color. I like that a lot of the pages here, at least, are from older issues from the 90s, which is really cool. That for me, Spawn, like I love Spawn. It's a great story. It's a great comic. Right now, I'm all about loving Gunslinger Spawn, but for me, it's really like I'm nostalgic about Spawn in the 90s. So another gnarly one. And you know what? These speech bubbles, I'm thinking to myself when I see them, when you see them in the coloring book, you could probably write whatever you want to write in those speech bubbles. So have at that. Is this? Oh, I thought this was upside down. No, it's not. So another neat photo. Here's another one right here of Spawn. Try not to linger too much on these, but you know. Oh, look, that's from Spawn Batman, the original. You guys read Spawn Batman? The first one, the second one, War Devil, or even the most recent number 3. Have you read it? I have. I love Spawn Batman. Good story. Good story. Let's keep moving along. Now we got a little more of a darker page here. I feel like I'm ruining the pages, but whatever. I know my wife told me to color in them because that would be really cool, but for me, it's more of a collector's issue. I got another full spread of Spawn, so 2 colorable pages here. Really neat. All the ectoplasm and everything. Zombies! Oh, the dead have risen. When there's no room left in hell, the dead will rise. That doesn't say that here. That's from Day of the Dead. Sorry, not Day of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. My apologies. Just a bunch of Spawn logos all over. So really cool. We're almost done. We're almost through here. Overt Kill. Overt Kill. Another one of Spawn. I think that's issue number like 13 or something. With Chapel on the cover. Chapel, who first started in Youngblood and then became a villain in Spawn. I know. I consider Chapel a villain. I don't know. If you guys consider Chapel a villain or a hero, let me know down below. Another 2-page spread. Is that the Freak? I think that's the Freak. And then last page is just this. Really cool to end on that. Basically, you can make your own blank cover of Spawn. And that's it. That's everything. That's the coloring book. That's everything in this coloring book. So nonetheless, this is a really neat coloring book. I think this is... Personally, I think it's odd to have a Spawn adult coloring book. Don't get me wrong. I really think it's weird. But do I think it's one of those odd pieces for your collection that you can be like, you know what? That's an interesting conversation starter? Yes, I absolutely do. I'm super happy to have this in my collection, although I've had this now for I think about 6 years. I bought it in 2017. 7 years. As early as I started my channel. I did show this off in an earlier haul when I did pick it up when my channel was first starting. So yeah, it's a really cool item to have in your collection, definitely. First thing I got is a adult coloring book of Spawn. I mean, why did I buy it? Because it's Spawn, that's why I bought it. Why am I not gonna buy it? Okay, so I talked about at the beginning some other licensed yet odd coloring books that I have that I'm going to take a look at here. I'm just going to move my camera up a bit. The first one being that we will take a look at is this Marvel Masters, Color Your Own Marvel Masters, which is not as odd as the other ones. It's all just Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, you know, the Marvel Age Comics classic. So we're going to take a look at that. We're also going to take a look at, now this is where it gets to be a little, what? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The Boom Studios comics. We'll take a look at this one here. And the oddest of them all, the weirdest one of them all, is going to be Danger Girl, Permission to Thrill coloring book. So we're going to have a look at that next time we do a coloring book review. Well, not all three of them in one review, but sporadically we'll have a look at these coloring books upcoming. I also have some Spawn related videos coming up. We'll be doing a video on Spawn commercials, so stick around for that. I meant to do that 2 years ago, but you know what? Hey, it is the 30th anniversary of McFarlane Toys. So for the 30th anniversary of McFarlane Toys, we're going to be doing a video on the McFarlane Toys commercials that came out in the 90s. So stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I do have also some McFarlane figure reviews coming out. I picked up a big old massive figure at GameStop. You'll be seeing that in the haul video soon, and then it's going to be relating into its own video. And then once upon a time, last year, I did a haul and I showed off that I got the page punchers of Spawn and Redeemer. So we'll also be taking a look at this 2-pack since, like I said, McFarlane Toys is turning 30 this year. So we'll definitely be having a look at this in an upcoming video. Let me know down below, did you guys get a chance to get your hands on this coloring book? Did you get a chance to pick it up when it came out in 2017, or are you gonna go seek it out now that you've seen this video? Are you gonna go seek it out? Something that interests you? I think it's pretty unique. It's a cool piece to have in the collection. 100%, I really do think that it's worth having in the collection.
So I've been a fan of Spawn since I can remember. I've been accumulating stuff, collecting, and I think it's time that I show you so far what I have in my Spawn collection. But I'm here now to bring you part 2 of my Spawn collection. So, without further ado, let's get into this. It's been about 2 years since I did my Spawn collection part 2. So, I figured since this is going to be my last video in this apartment, why not show off everything that I've got since that last collection. So let's get right into it.
How do I do this? 5 years after my last Spawn collection video. This is part 4. I have too many comic books. It's geeking time!
As you'll see, it's time for a showdown, and Spawn still has some big choices to make. If he decides right, the battle goes to the good guys. Maybe. If he decides wrong, well, you know the answer to that, don't you? You will.
Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today is all about my Spawn collection. Now I know that normally when I do a Spawn collection video like I did in the past, in the first 3 parts, I would talk about collectibles and then I would go into comic books or vice versa. Well, it's been like 4.5, 5 years since my last damn Spawn collection video. So I thought because I amassed so many comic books and graphic novels, and because I amassed so many, well, at least in my opinion, I have quite a few collectibles as well. Well, I couldn't do just one video, or else this is going to be way too long of a video. So today we're going to go with part 4.1, which is going to be graphic novels, comic books. I have some trading cards, and I'm going to take a look at some artwork that I did. And then next week, we're going to go into part 4.2, which is going to be all my collectibles. So action figures, statue type things, even video games in my collection. Before we get on into all this, I want to say, first things first, a big thank you to all of you if you're going to join me on this journey. My Spawn collection videos did fairly well in the past, so I'm really hoping that you guys enjoy this video. I also want to give a big thank you to 3 people who had provided some comics in this collection. So that's Spoony Bard, who gave me a run of comics. We also have Jay Piecha, formerly from Unboxing Rocks, who provided some comics to me, and Spawn Hunter, who provided a variant cover and some trading cards in this collection. Alright, so let's get into it. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the graphic novels, then we're going to get into all the Spawn comics. So we've got King Spawn, we've got Scorched, we've got Gunslinger, we got the core Spawn line, then we got some miscellaneous Spawn titles, and we got some other Image comics that have to do with Spawn in general. And then we're going to take a look at some trading cards, which I've already showed off here, and some artwork. So let's get straight into it. Let's start off with the graphic novels. First things first, you saw this recently on a haul I did. This is the Batman Spawn, the deluxe edition. So pretty cool. It's just a deluxe. It reprints all 3 of the Batman and Spawn comics. And if you're asking me, no, I've only read Batman Spawn 3 so far, so next up I'm going to read is Batman Spawn 2. Looking forward to that. And then at the back, where is it? Should be back here. Yeah, you got the original Spawn Batman back here as well. So really effing cool. And then you got some cover galleries at the back there. So that is Spawn Batman, the deluxe edition. This book here, I'm convinced that I got it for free because I did not order it and it just showed up on my doorstep. I don't remember ordering this and I don't know. So this is the Spawn cover gallery, issues number 1 to 100. So pretty cool. And it's honestly just gives you the first 100 covers. I like when you take that off. It's a nice pick like that. Nice embossed logo of Spawn. So it's basically, like I said, it's just cover
art. That's all it is, basically. So, pretty cool. The first Spawn comic I ever got. So it's pretty cool. It's just all covers. Really, really neat. And then the last graphic novel we have, this is Spawn, the Endgame collection, which collects issues number 185 to 196, which I believe Spoony did get me the full run of that, so we'll take a look at that in a bit. So that's Spawn Endgame, and it's just a bunch of different artists too in here that worked on the book. Spawn Endgame, the complete and total collection of Spawn Endgame. Thus comes to the part of the video that has been stressing me out the most, only because this is all comic books, all single issues. So, like I said, I really am hoping that this is not going to be a long video, but with everything that I have, I know this is going to be a long video. So that's why I had to do my comics first, and then the collectibles second. So if I keep talking, it's going to prolong this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Scorched, then we're going to take a look at King Spawn, then we're going to take a look at Gunslinger, then we're going to take a look at the core Spawn series, then miscellaneous Spawn, and we're going to end up with random stuff. Alright, so let's kick off. Let's go. And just to let you know, Scorched is not a comic book that I have caught up, I have not kept up with, so I don't know exactly what's going on. I've got up to issue number 7, so I go backwards. So there's issue number 7 of Scorched. Got issue number 6 of Scorched. Pretty cool cover with them all assembled. You got Scorched number 5. Scorched number 4. Another cool cover. Scorched number 3. If you're wondering what the price tags is, because I used to buy them at a place called Omnibus, and they use the cheapest stickers. I gotta rebag and board some of these because when I'm going through my comics, they're damaging like the bag and board. So I really need to rebag and board some of these. Should get some more of those big fudge. Actually, I'll save this for last because it's a variant. This is Scorched issue number 2. Love that cover with the Redeemer. I also have Scorched issue number 1. So pretty cool. And at the top of the video, I thanked a few people for comics provided to me in this collection. This is the variant cover for issue number 3. I know it's a connecting, but this is pretty damn cool. So it's got two of my favorite characters. So this is Scorched number 3 variant cover by Todd McFarlane, which is a homage to Jim Lee for X-Men. So you got Medieval Spawn and Gunslinger, so two of my favorite characters. Thank you very much to Gunslinger who provided that to me right there. Speaking fast, I'm sure I said Spawn Hunter. If I didn't, then I'm saying it now. Spawn Hunter. Okay. Next up, we're going to go to King's Spawn comics. Again, I haven't really kept up. The only reason why I have this issue further down the line is because I love this cover. I thought it was so beautiful. So this is King Spawn issue number 21. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful cover. We got King Spawn number 11, but a lot of these covers from King Spawn are pretty cool, actually. So it's King Spawn number 11. We got King Spawn number 10, number 9. Got number 8, number 7, number 6. What a gnarly cover! My gosh, that's a painting. Number 5. I think that you could double take on that number there. Number 4. Number 3. Number 2. And number 1. I would like to continue looking for King Spawn issues, definitely. But I just have so much to read that I don't know, with all the stuff that I have to read, it's like I don't want to keep piling more. I'm reading Gunslinger and I'm reading the core Spawn, so it's a lot already on my plate. Speaking of Gunslinger, that brings us to this pile of Gunslinger comics. Like, look, that's the pile of Gunslinger comics. Go show you that I still read the comic. I know I'm missing a few, but that's okay. I'll be able to find them. All right, let's go. Anyways, number 29. Number 28. Number 27. Nope, I mixed that up. Number 26. I was like, number 25. Wait, yeah, no, number 26. 25. Just making sure. 24. 23. 22. Missing 21 and 20, but then we go down to number 19. Again, a beautiful looking cover. I'm missing 16, 17, and 18. Then we drop down to number 15. 14. 13. Yeah, I'm missing 10, 11, and 12, so I gotta get with those. Issue number 9. Number 8. Sticking together because they're from Omnibus. Number 7. I hate when comic book shops use cheap stickers. Number 6. Number 5. Number 4. Ooh, there we go. Number 3. Number 2. And then finally, Gunslinger number 1. Bring it on home. There you go, the big stack of Gunslinger comics. Oh, crud. Now I'm going to the core Spawn series. Like, the miscellaneous and the others are not so bad. Really, it's the core Spawn. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that stack. I can't right now. Oh boy. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll get through it. We have no choice but to just start showing the comics. So we got issue 351. Issue number 350. So this is the record-breaking 350th issue. Alright. 349. 348. 347. 346 was Cygor. That's a cool cover right there. 345. 344, this reminds me of like the 90s covers. 343. 342. 341, which I believe connects with King Spawn in Gunslinger covers I had. The only one I couldn't find was the Scorched cover. So, it's pretty cool though. We got number 340. See my face, that's not what you want to see. Issue 339. Cool. 338. 337. 336. 335. I'm realizing how many I have here. 334. 334. Oh, I'm missing some issues. Yeah, okay. So I'm missing issues 331, 332, and 333. We got issue number 330. Again, reminiscent of the 90s covers. Yeah, we're going back to Omnibus. 329. 328. With Medieval Spawn, super cool cover. 327. 326 with She Spawn there. 325 with the Ninja Spawn. 324. 323. 322. 321. 320, which I think is part of the Spawn universe. That's a cool cover as well. 319. 318, which reminds me also of the 90s kind of covers. 317. Issue number 316. 315. 314. Issue number 313. Still want to get the variant for that one. 312. 311, the regular cover. And I put this in the top loader. We have 311, the variant cover, which is an homage, a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who passed away. So there. Oh, and look at that. In back of this, the first ever Spawn picture that McFarlane did. Should probably put that up somewhere. Let me put that to the side. I don't know why that's doing in there. Issue 310. 309. Love that cover. 308. That concludes all the 300s because I showed the early 300s in the last one. So now we're gonna bring it down even more. But I do thank Spoonie very, very much for these. Okay, so we got Spawn Endgame Part 7. This is issue number 191. Issue number 190. 189. 188. 187. 186. 185. And we drop down even more. This is a Capullo cover. It's great. I love it. Spawn issue number 130. And then finally a Grail comic of mine. I thought I had this in my last haul. I didn't. I said number 100 somewhere, but I didn't have it. So no, not until I found this at Omnibus. This is the Alex Ross variant, which is the one that I wanted for this issue. That's Spawn issue number 100. A beautiful cover. It's one of my favorite Spawn covers of all time. It is a Grail for me. So I had to put that in top loader, but I think I'm actually going to frame that eventually, put it up on the wall. Once I get a bigger place, I have so many comics I want to put up, so this is going to be one of them. Alright, now we're going to do something a little unconventional. I like to do these ones before the other comics last time, but I think these ones are kind of fun, so I figured do them last. So, miscellaneous. We've got Spawn Unwanted Violence number 2. It's an okay story. We've got Spawn Unwanted Violence number 1. It's 2 issues, so. We got Batman Spawn number 3, the core cover. Well, I mean, there was 2 covers. There's one, the reverse of this, where Batman's on top of Spawn. But I went for this one here. Then we got a variant cover of the same book by Todd McFarlane. And then I grabbed a Virgin variant by Craig Capullo. Love these Batman Spawn covers. Spawn's Universe one-shot. So I got the cover with the Redeemer on it by J. Scott Campbell. As well as the Gunslinger by J. Scott Campbell. I have to grab those. I'm not the biggest J. Scott Campbell fan, but those covers were pretty freaking cool. So I want to thank Jay for this next comic book. When he sent me a massive package last year, this was in there. This is crossover number 3. This is a variant cover for crossover number 3 with Spawn on the cover. So thank you to Jay for this comic. It's a really cool cover, so I love this a lot. Then we got Curse of the Spawn number 11. Did he provide me with this one also? I don't remember. I think he might have provided me with this. Don't remember, but if so, thank you. Thank you, Jay. And if I wasn't Jay, then that was mine. He did provide me with this, however. So thank you to Jay again for this one. This is the 25th anniversary edition special director's cut of Spawn issue number 1. So again, thank you to Jay for this comic book. I love it. And then finally, we've got the blank sketch cover of Spawn issue number 1. So I haven't decided yet what I want to do on it, but can never have too many issues number 1. I have number 1 up on the wall, top that you can't see. I have issue number 1 for Free Comic Book Day, and then I got these 2 issue number 1s. So you can never have too many issues of Spawn number 1 in your collection. The last pile of comics, you can call a spade, it's the random shit. This is Haunt issue number 18. What I love about the Haunt covers is that they remind me of the Spawn covers from the 90s, so that's what I don't give a shit about the story whatsoever, but it's just a cover by grabs for these guys. It's number 19? Number 19? Yeah, 18, sorry. Haunt number 17. We got Haunt issue number 9, which is an insanely cool cover. And then we got Haunt issue number 2. I'd love to find all the run of Haunt. I think that's going to be one of my missions. But like here, let me put up on the screen all the Spawn comics that I'm missing. So I'm going to need to find those. I thought I had these in my collection, but apparently I don't. You know, Mandela effect, when you think you have some comics in your collection. No, it seems that I don't. It's fun because now I got some more old Spawn comics to go hunting for. We have Cygor issue number 6. It's just a random issue of Cygor. So that's pretty cool. Okay, previously in my hauls, I've shown off issues number 1 and 4. I've shown off issues number 3 and 4, and I was like, I'm only missing blah, blah, blah. No. I have the full set. I just never showed this one off. So this is Spawn Wildcats Devil's Day, part 2 of 4. So I do have the full set of Spawn Wildcats now. So I have all 4 issues. Shadowhawk, issue number 2. I know you guys think it was Shadowhawk, but it's just right down there. Extra, Spawn. Spawn's taking over the issue. Is that what it says? Spawn lurks within these pages. So there you go. And then finally we have this. I'm not sure what it is. I got this at Library Astro when they were closing down. Just thought it was an interesting cover with all different Image Comics characters. But Spawn is on there. You got Splitting Image number 2. So yeah, Spawn's there. Savage Dragon, Pit. Who else is there? Ripclaw, looks like Shadowhawk's on there too. That Zealot from Wildcats. So, Splitting Image number 2. So again, this was provided to me by the Spawn Hunter. Basically, what happened was I entered a giveaway that he did. And that's why I got the Scorched variant issue of the Jim Lee homage cover. And in that, like, he threw a bunch of his logos and stickers and business cards. And he also threw in this pack of trading cards. So really cool. He's a genuinely nice guy. I can say that a lot of the people that I've come across in the community and a lot of people who have provided me stuff have always been very nice people. Yeah, I'm going to send him a message. That being said, we got the trading cards, and we're just going to go through them very quickly. It's a little bit of a, I don't know if that's a guideline or it just shows you like action figures and stuff. So basically you got this card here, and each card has a read up. You can see my Spawn unboxing, so I'm not going to take too much time because I show that off there. So you've got this card there. Then you've got this card here. You've got this one right here. This card right here. This, the one right here. You got Spawn being Shakespearean. We have the Redeemer. And the best for last, Medieval Spawn fighting against the Violator. Once again, a very wholehearted thank you to Spawn Hunter for that. 99 cents back in the day in the United States in Kmart. I already got these. I'd actually love to find more of these packs to open up on my channel. So there was a contest going on run by Todd McFarlane, which I'm calling a little bit of bullshit on the contest because of certain people that were chosen. There was 4 weeks of the contest, and there was specific themes for each week. The first week was Spawn, the second week was Gunslinger, the third week was Scorched, and the fourth week was any Spawn villain. You were allowed to do multiple entries per week. I did 1 entry per week, except for the final week. I did 2, just because I had an idea for a secondary one on the final week. And I think he ended up choosing 5 winners per week. So that gives a total of 20 people.
Of the 20 people he won, I'm not going to say that nobody is deserving. Congratulations to all the winners who were chosen for Spawnuary. However, he chose an AI artist, which part of the rules was no AI art. And he did make it clear in the contest rules, like when he was talking about it, he said he's not necessarily going to choose polished comic book art or comic book industry artists already established. He's going to choose what he thinks is going to be neat for the comic book covers. Well, he ended up choosing a lot of verified artists who I've saw that are already worked on comic books in the past. A little upset about that. A lot of people were too. But it's mainly the fact that he chose an AI artist, which had a lot of people upset and a lot of people calling him to, recount, but he didn't. He chose who he chose, and he chose a lot of digital artists. I'm not saying digital art is not a form of art. It is, don't get me wrong, and I think digital art is beautiful. I prefer it much better than AI art. I don't condone AI art, and I can't accept AI art. That's just my personal opinion. Anyways, congratulations to the artist. All that to say that I took part in this contest. I don't exactly agree with who he chose and stuff like that, but nonetheless, it was fun and it was a good experience. And if he does it again next year, I'll try and enter. That's another thing too, is we were asked to draw them on blue line art paper, and some people didn't even submit their submissions on that paper. And he said that you can't be late. You have to submit it by this specific date. And one of the people he chose fully admitted that he was late in submitting his art. So all these things have made the contest a little controversial. But nonetheless, because I've been a fan of the character for so long, despite what Todd McFarlane did, I'm still supporting the comic, and I'm still going to support the toys because I grew up loving Spawn. So just because of what he did for a contest is not going to turn me away from Spawn. It's just going to make me a little weary more so these days. This was the paper that we were asked to do our stuff on. And if you're seeing a little bit of bluing on there, it's because I started a sketch and I didn't know what I was going with. So it was on this paper here that we started with. And so I partook in each week. And the only reason why I'm showing this as part of my comic book collection is literally because this is technically comic book cover art. So we got week 1, which is supposed to be Spawn. This is my rendition of Spawn because I'm also a huge wrestling fan. This is Lucha Spawn, so Lucha Libre Spawn. So that's what I did for the first week. As I mentioned, Gunslinger was week 2. I decided to do something a little different. I drew Gunslinger on his horse, but I decided to go Gunslinger unmasked. So we got Gunslinger for week 2. A lot of people liked my stuff. Even my wife and even Jay told me that the Lucha Spawn would make a cool action figure. I agree. But I mean, I'm my biggest critic on my artwork, so that's what I did for Gunslinger. For week 3, we had Scorched. I don't really read Scorched all that much, but I decided, hey, she's Spawn, she's on her motorcycle. One of my favorite movies of all time is Akira. So what I ended up doing was an homage to Akira with Scorched. So she Spawn walking up to her motorcycle, down to the Scorched logo, being reminiscent of Akira. So that's what I came up for week 3 for Scorched. And week 4 was Villains, and I did 2 of them for Villains. One of them, the second one, I didn't really, was for just shits and giggles, because I was like, okay, it's a callback to an older villain that they don't use, but I just had this brilliant idea. But first things first, I took Raven Spawn. I kind of did like an homage to Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. So that was my submission for Villains for week 4. The first submission. And then the last submission, I know. 3 of them are homages. One of them is technically an original, and 2 of them are original. And then finally, I love RoboCop, and I thought to myself, oh my god, NecroCop, how cool would it be to merge NecroCop and RoboCop? And so that's exactly what I did. I took the poster for RoboCop, and I turned NecroCop into RoboCop. Part necroplasm, part machine, all NecroCop. My tribute to one of the greatest action movies ever made in the form of a Spawn villain. So those were my entries for the Spawnuary contest. I did not get selected. I had a little glimmer of hope because he said there were so many entries and he was really enjoying a lot of them. I like to think that hopefully I was on the pile and I was like on the cusp of being chosen somewhere. I like to think that in my mind because a lot of people have
supported me and said, yeah, your artwork is really awesome. Like I said, I don't toot my own horn, and I don't, but whatever. But that was what I submitted, and I was pretty proud of my submissions. I'm just sad that I wasn't chosen. But, if he does it again next year, we're going to go again next year. Alrighty, so this was the first part of 2. Like I said, next time around, come on back. I don't think it's going to be as long next time, but next time around, we're going to take a look at my Spawn collectibles. So that's going to be 4.2, part 4.2. I don't math too well. We're going to take a look at all my collectibles. Like I said, you can see probably some of them maybe on the wall. I don't know, or you just see my Ninja Turtles. Anyways, going to take a look at that next video around, so it's a lot of fun to do. But again, a huge thank you as well to Spoony Bard, to Jay, to Spawn Hunter Ty for sending me some of the comic books that were in this collection video. Massively appreciate it. I appreciate you guys very much for sending all that stuff. So I've been a fan of Spawn since I can remember. I've been accumulating stuff, collecting, and I think it's time that I show you so far what I have in my Spawn collection. But I'm here now to bring you part 2 of my Spawn collection. So, without further ado, let's get into this. It's been about 2 years since I did my Spawn collection part 2. So, I figured since this is going to be my last video in this apartment, why not show off everything that I've got since that last collection. So let's get right into it. And now, part 4.2, the action figures. It's geeking time.
Al had qualities he didn't even know he had, a special kind of wiring that Malbosia the devil looks for. And when he said yes to that voice, he signed on for a whole lot more than he ever bargained for. So before you find yourself in a similar situation, and a voice calls to you in the darkness, think of Al. Or as you may see, you'll have all eternity to think about your mistake too. And now Spawn. So turn off your lights.
Well, hello and welcome back to this little tiny channel, growing strong now, over 700 subscribers. Welcome back. Last time on the channel, we took a look at all the comic books and graphic novels, even some cards and artwork that I accumulated over the past 5 years of Spawn since my last Spawn collection video. So we are at 4.2 today. Today I'm going to be taking a look at all the action figures that I have of Spawn in my collection. Now, the way that I'm going to do this today is that I'm going to be taking a look at nothing but Spawn figures. Yes, we'll take a look at Spawn figures, but I'm also going to take a look at some of the McFarlane figures that I have in my collection that are pre-2010. And I also have a little something that I want to show off that is not an action figure, but is really, really cool. So that being said, let's get right into it. We're going to start with the non-Spawn action figures. Alright, so the first things I want to show off is these ones I did not take with me because they are secured on my shelf, and I just thought, it would be a little too hard to take them off the shelf, have everything topple over. So I figured I'd just show a previous clip from the reviews I did on them. So the first thing is obviously the Ozzy Osbourne figure. Really cool looking figure. I love that thing a lot. I already have the Bark at the Moon in package, which is up on my wall up there. You guys don't see it. So the Ozzy Osbourne figure is super cool, and apart from him, I also have the Rob Zombie figure, which is really cool also. That is a behemoth of a figure, and it takes up a lot of space on the shelf. And then finally, from those old music figures, I also have Alice Cooper, Loose, and he's probably my favorite of all three of them. Like, I love them all, but I think Alice Cooper to me just takes the cake. I've seen the photos of the new Music Maniacs that they're releasing, and they're like, I'm not too much of a fan of them. I prefer these old figures. So next up, we've got Necrid. Is that his name? Yeah, Necrid from Soul Calibur 2 from the PlayStation 2, which Spawn was featured heavily in that game. So I got Necrid right there. Really cool figure. I don't know how well you guys can see him, but he's a really awesome figure. And there's actually other figures in that line, so the only other one I would want to get would be Spawn. But yeah, I used to play the shit out of Soul Calibur. Should probably do this one next because you guys just saw him recently, my impromptu Terminator video. We've got the T-800 from the Movie Maniacs line. Just a really cool looking figure of the Terminator. Just love that figure so much. So we got him right there. I got him at a collectible action figure toy shop last year. And as well, at that same time, I got this figure. This is Tenchi Mazaki from Tenchi Muyo. So really cool anime figure. Based on a manga and anime. So like there's a lot of other characters too in that line. Do they have the... No. Yeah, they have the ones I want. Basically Kaneda, Ghost in the Shell. There's also a Trigun Vash the Stampede figure, which I would love to eventually grab for my wife. Showing off all this cool stuff, and I forgot to show this one. This is a Pop Culture Masterworks like 3D picture of The Godfather. I love the Godfather movies. I think The Godfather is one of the greatest trilogies ever made. So you got The Godfather, and I think I used to have the Godfather action figure. Don't know what happened to that thing. But still pretty cool, and if you're asking, no, I have not hung it up on my wall because there's a little spot right there that you can hang up the figure. But nonetheless, a super awesome piece. I think I got that from a friend back in 2008, so. This one's pretty sick too. This is Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake. A lot of people didn't like that movie. I liked it, personally. I thought it was one of the better remakes. It was very gory, very violent. I mean, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974 is my favorite horror movie of all time. So obviously when you remake things that people love, you gotta be careful. I don't think they did a horrible job. Do I think they should have remade it? No. But at least this Leatherface is cool looking. So we got him. And I think this guy, when I picked him up a couple of years ago, he only cost me like $20 from a person selling them online. The last things that are non-Spawn related, these are from the Yellow Submarine line that McFarlane did back in 2004, so 20 years ago. I don't think I've ever shown these off of my channel before. So first thing first, you have John with glove and love base. So John Lennon right there. You got a side picture there of drawing from the movie. And on the back, it just looks like that. So you got John Lennon right there. And to go with John Lennon, we also have Paul with Jeremy. So Paul McCartney with Jeremy. And again, aside, the back is the same thing as John Lennon. I just love these figures. I'm a big fan of the Beatles. Like, my two favorite bands of all time are Kiss and the Beatles, so I don't have any Kiss action figures. I need to find those McFarlane Kiss figures, so. But yes, I think this is awesome. I still need to get George Harrison and Ringo Starr, but trying to find those ones is like, you're going to be paying a lot of money, because I've been seeing people sell those ones for some reason for like higher amounts of money. I don't know why. I don't know why. I really don't. Spawn! Again, on that same shelf, I have the gold variants of Spawn and Angela, so again, it'd be too much to take them off and just topple them over. So here's a quick showing of a previous video I did of them, and they're really cool. I love these things a lot. I have Angela, the regular version, and Spawn, the regular version. I also have the 50th issue special release Spawn. So to have these gold variants in the collection go really nicely with them. So yeah, they're up on the wall. They're up on my shelf, so that's why it was a little harder to take them off. Now these next two loose figures, not so much, because they were right in front, and I was like, okay, well, this is not going to make anything topple over. I'll be able to grab these guys and put them back on easily. So the first things first, and I'm sure you've seen me do reviews on them on my channel. The first figure we have is from Cyberforce? Yeah, Cyberforce. We've got Ripclaw. This is from McFarlane Toys. This is from the Image Comics 10th anniversary action figure line. So he also put out Spawn and Savage Dragon, which I'd still like to get my hands on those two. But you got Ripclaw right here, which I got at a comic book shop for about $10. Really nice. In good quality too for a loose figure. So we got Ripclaw right there. And as well with Ripclaw, this one is my favorite of the two. Favorite of the line is probably Savage Dragon, to be honest with you, but second favorite is this guy right here. We got Shadowhawk by Jim Valentino. Really awesome figure. I love this thing so much. And Shadowhawk is just a cool looking character, so. And like I said, I think they've been in Spawn, or at least something. Image Comics has crossed them over quite a few times, so. So those are all the loose figures. Now it's time to get into the package figures, and oh boy, there's a lot of figures. I'm gonna go from most recent to the oldest. Well, Actually, the oldest is from 97. The second oldest is from like the early 2000s, but I want to show the second oldest last because it's such a big package. I did a live stream on my channel because I only had one package that came in from GameStop, and I want to say thank you for 700 subscribers. So if you missed that live stream, go check it out right now. But if not, most recently I got the Wings of Redemption Spawn figure. Such a cool figure, and I'm still haven't decided yet if I want to keep it in the box or take it out. But he's really cool looking. Like this thing a lot, and it's based off of issue number 77 of Spawn. So a great figure right there. And the other really bulky figure that I got recently, you guys saw in one of my haul videos, was the Patina Edition Cygor. I even showed him off on the live stream, comparing him to Wings of Redemption. And there he is inside the box. I'm probably going to review this guy at some point, but still really cool looking. Apologize for some of the glare there. Some of the reflection. It's just that it's nice out. Instead of using my camera, I figured I'd use the natural light. It's just nice in here today. So there's Cygor. So those are the two like more recent figures that I got that are in bigger, bulky packages. And like there's a lot of Spawn figures coming out too. I also saw recently a new subscriber of mine who's a really great guy, Clasius. Go check him out on YouTube. He mentioned to me on the live stream that there's going to be a new Spawn statue based on issue number 95 of Spawn, which looks amazing. This next thing is cool. I've been wanting to do a review on them, but I just haven't gotten a chance yet to do it. We got the Page Punchers of Spawn and Anti-Spawn, aka the Redeemer. It's a really cool looking 2-pack of minifigures, which comes with the first issue. It comes with a little stand on there. So I still have yet to review them. I'm not sure if I will. I probably will take them out of the packaging at some point and put them here in my office. But there's also, I think, like Scorched. There's also Scorched ones of these, and there's also Gunslinger. I want to get Gunslinger, but every time I go, it's like always sold out, that 2 set, so...
Spawn Ultra Action Figures.
I think the next 5 are all from like Spawn's universe. This one I said was my favorite McFarlane toy figure from last year. That was before I got my hands on the Cygor figure, which I thought came out at the beginning of this year, but apparently it was last year. Anyways, we got Medieval Spawn, which is a big, bulking behemoth of a figure. I love this thing so much. And there is the comic book that he is the comic book art that he's based off of. So just such an amazing figure, this Medieval Spawn thing. I love this so much. When this was being released, I was like, I need to grab this. If there's anything from Spawn's universe that I really want badly, I want to get that Medieval Spawn. My grail figure when it comes to Spawn toys is the original Medieval Spawn from the original line. Like, that's the one Spawn figure that I want the most. To go with him in Spawn's universe, following in the footsteps, is Plague, which is created by McFarlane and Greg Capullo. So we've got the Plague right there. Awesome looking figure. There's the cover. That's the first appearance cover of Plague. So really sick looking figure. I got this guy with a gift card, if I'm not mistaken, as well. This comic book was an obscure, stupid comic book, but I'm glad they brought him into Spawn's universe because he's a cool character. We got Haunt. This one too is a figure I was searching for, and when I finally found him, I was like, I'm grabbing him. So we got Haunt from Spawn's universe. Such a cool figure. And there on the back is artwork by Todd McFarlane, which also had Greg Capullo that was working on Haunt a little bit too. So pretty cool. These ones are nonetheless hold a pretty special place because this is basically what's relaunched the Spawn action figure line. So it's really cool to have a new line of Spawn figures, even though I don't find that they look too much like their comic book. Like, not all of them look like their comic book counterparts. A lot of them look more like a realistic style. Like if you were to do Spawn the movie style action figures, that's a lot what they look like. But I digress. I love this figure. It is one of the most beautiful figures I think I have in my collection. This is the Redeemer Spawn, or should I say the Redeemer, sorry, my bad. Based on the new comic book line. Oh, this one doesn't have the comic book photo on the back, it just has it on the side. So really cool. And that's what it looks like there on the back. And this thing came out in 2021. So they've been going strong with the Spawn action figure line for the past 3 years now. So that's the Redeemer. Yeah, this one I was super pumped to grab. This is Gunslinger from the record-breaking comic. I think this is the first release of Gunslinger with just the guns and the rifles, so it was released in 2021 also. So Gunslinger, and then on the side is the cover art that he's based on, and I do have that cover, which is awesome. The one good thing that my previous shop that I used to go to before Check Swing did for me. So there you go, Gunslinger. Then we move it on over to Mortal Kombat Spawn, not the original Mortal Kombat Spawn that was released that you guys have seen me show off on this channel quite a few times. No, this is the Blood Feud Hunter. This is a different skin for Spawn. So yeah, right there. This is basically a beige skin. There are so many skins that they released. The only other one that I would want to get is, I think it's called the Shadow of Spawn, which is basically his original outfit on the Mortal Kombat Spawn. But nonetheless, this one's really cool. I like this. This thing's cool looking. It's an odd, obscure looking Spawn figure, and I'm all for it. So really cool. Not really any reference photos, just the Mortal Kombat logo all around. So, and yes, I did recently, a few months ago, get Mortal Kombat 10, just because Spawn was in it, and so was, you know, Rambo and Terminator and RoboCop. So it's really fun. That takes care of all the modern figures. But I'm surprised that I did not show these one off 5 years ago when I did my last Spawn collection. I have no idea why. I think maybe it's because I was moving out of the apartment and I had them packed away. So I was like, eventually, if I do another Spawn collection video, I'll show them off. And look, here we are. No better time than now. The only reason why I'm showing this one first, this smaller figure first, is because the other one's massive, so I want to show that one last. But nonetheless, I love the Spawn, the movie action figures. And I got, I think, how many figures did I have from that line? I have, including this one, no, I only have 2 from that line. So I've got the regular Spawn, and then I also have Al Simmons from Spawn. Spawn the movie, Born in Darkness, Sworn to Justice. One of my favorite movies of all time. I really don't care what anyone says. I love the fact that they show off everything else that you can get from McFarlane Toys at that time. There's the Kiss. Where are they? There's the Kiss figures. Those are the ones I really badly want. And he comes with a gimmick too, Al Simmons, which is really cool. But when it comes to the Spawn movie figures, to be quite honest with you, I really like to get the Violet Arizia on here. I like the Spawn Deluxe Box Edition too. Would be really nice to get, and same thing for, like, I'd like to get them all, but it's this one here, the burnt Spawn that you see right there. That's one of my Grail figures that I'd love to get of all. Yeah, but nonetheless, Al Simmons, really cool. I got this at a comic book shop. $6. I think they were having a special in store, and everything was like, I think 60 or 70% off. So picking this guy for $6, man, I'm not gonna say no to that. This figure came out in what year? I gotta take a look at the year that this came out in. 2005, so 19 years ago. And my wife is gonna tell you that this is not a Spawn figure. If she hears me recording right now, she's in her office and she's shaking her head. She's gonna tell you right now, until she's blue in the face, that this is not a Spawn figure. This is a Urizen figure, when it's actually Spawn versus Urizen. And the only reason why she says it's a Urizen figure is because Spawn is so damn small, but Urizen is the biggest thing. So this is from Spawn Regeneration from 2005. It's a big old fucking figure, guys. Look at that. You got Spawn versus Urizen. That big old figure back there is Urizen. And you got Spawn down here, throwing his Necro Blast. This is a beautiful, beautiful set. Like right there on the side, it shows you what the set looks like. Same thing for on here. It shows you what the set looks like, and even on the back. And then you see all the other figures too you can buy at that point in time from McFarlane Toys. I just love this thing so much. I got this back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Or 2018. And again, when I went to that one comic book shop that they were having a special, when I picked up the Al Simmons figure, I was also buying comic books, so I didn't pull the trigger on the Urizen versus Spawn set. So I spent a couple of bucks on comics, and I bought Al Simmons for $6. But this guy was sitting there for $20, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be too much to carry home with me with all the comics I have." And I was like, "Okay." And there was a point in time where I was going to comic book shops weekly, like different comic book shops in 1 week. And so the next week over, I went, taking a chance, and they still had him. So I pulled the trigger, and when I brought this home, my wife was like, "Holy shit, that thing." So it's such a cool figure. I love this thing so much. And there's something I didn't realize. There's a Commando Spawn 2. I'd like to get my hands on that Commando Spawn too. That'd be really cool. Well, they are regenerated lines, that's why. Anyways, so yeah, Spawn versus Urizen, or as my wife likes to call it, the Urizen action figure. Loves the thing. It's, to me, this is not really an action figure. This is more what you would call a statue. So, and look, just to show you, like the packagings are almost the same. 19 years ago, this just this month. So that's a big old bulky figure, and one of my absolute, to be honest with you, one of my absolute favorites when it comes to my action figure collection of Spawn. I got married to my wife 2 years ago. Love of my life, super like she makes me happy every single day. I love her with all my heart. And when it came to us getting married, I was trying to figure out what to do for myself and my groomsmen, and I decided I wanted to do customized cufflinks. So I got myself, like, I got them Batman cufflinks, which I'm not going to show because, you know, they have them with them. But I got myself custom Spawn cufflinks. So I got these from a seller on Etsy, and I wore these on my wedding day. So these are really cool. Those are my Spawn logo cufflinks. Things fall, things fall. Let me just take this off quickly and show you that these are actually, let me get up. So little tiny cufflinks. They both look like this. So this was such a fun, I loved wearing these, and I want to try to find another time to wear these cufflinks again because I absolutely love them, and I didn't spend that much money on them either. They were really well priced. Same thing for the other cufflinks, and it's to the point now where I keep them just on display on my one of my shelves as a reminder of really cool customized cufflinks, but also as a reminder of the happiest and most amazing day of my life. I have so much more McFarlane Toys action figures in my collection. It's just that if I were to show everything, it would take up too much time, which I think already took up enough time already today. So I just want to go with figures from before the 2010s when it came to McFarlane Toys. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I have from McFarlane. McFarlane Toys and NECA are my two favorite action figure collectible company. But yeah, there would just be too much to show off if I were to go into everything. I think I calculated in total, besides all these figures I showed you today, including all the other stuff, I think I have like 50 other things that I haven't shown you guys. That's not including the stuff that I already showed you. So I have quite a lot of McFarlane figures.
Spawn.
This year, the only things that I really bought myself are with a gift card. So really, I think at the end of the day, it's really about self-control. And also, like I've always said, I don't buy everything. I really go after what I really want. The next set of figures that I'm going to get for myself from McFarlane Toys, and it's a birthday present, is going to be the Movie Maniacs Rocky, Balboa, and Apollo Creed. Those are the next figures I'm going to get for myself, and I'll definitely show you guys when those come in. But let me know down below what you guys thought of all these figures I showed you off today, and yeah.
Spawn explodes under the big screen. Super Agent Al Simmons, a man betrayed by his friend Jason Wynn, is transformed through the vortex of doom into a superhero to battle the forces of evil. Meanwhile, the nefarious clown hatches his own fiendish schemes for world destruction. In the battle to save the cosmos, Jason Wynn launches an all-out attack while Jessica Priest dispenses liquid annihilation, and the contemptible clown becomes a moving violation as Spawn fights fire with fire. Spawn Ultra Action Figures, each sold separately.
Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching this video in its entirety. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are always watching my videos and who are always supporting me from day one up until now. I got a recent subscriber named Calazius, and he's such an awesome guy. So it's always nice to speak with. It's always nice to speak with subscribers and you know, have those conversations about the same kind of passion that you have, whether it be video games, comic books, action figures, movies. It's nice to meet people and have conversations and be like, wow, you know, we may like the same things, but these people are so nice. And one of the things I can count myself blessed and thankful about is that every single person that I've met since starting this channel, whether it's been
becoming a friend or just talking here and there. Everybody has been so nice, so kind, and so supportful that I wouldn't be able to and couldn't be doing this without any of you guys out there. Well, alright guys, what's in your Spawn collection? Let me know down below, guys. Let's talk Spawn. Let me know what you guys are collecting, what you have collected, what you guys are going after. This was a lot of fun to do. I'm sad now that this is over. These 2 parts of Spawn collection videos are now over. Maybe in 5 years from now, we'll do another Spawn collection if I have more action figures. I'll definitely have more comic books, that's for sure. But if I have more action figures, time will only tell. But this was such a lot of fun, and I really did hope you guys enjoyed this part 4 of my Spawn collection. I'm probably, like right now it's part 4.1 and 4.5, so I think maybe at some point I will just pile the videos together. And let me know also if you want to see me do a really long, you know, compilation video of all my Spawn collection videos together in one video. That could be a lot of fun. Let me know down below if you want to see that as well. Alright, so today I'm going to start playing Spawn by Acclaim, released on the Super Nintendo back in 1994, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, this is one of the lesser fun Spawn games. It's not the worst Spawn game, but on the pantheon of Spawn games that were released later on, like Spawn Armageddon, Spawn, and the Demon's Hand, it's definitely not that great of a choice. Even the Spawn video game on Game Boy was not that crazy. And what's really crazy is that you would think for the Spawn release on the Super Nintendo, it was released by Acclaim. You would think that, you know, the Game Boy version that was released by Konami, you would think it would be the other way around, having Konami put out the console version and Acclaim put out the handheld version. But no, this is what we got. So today I'm going to be playing the game. Let's see how far I can get today. I don't think I'm going to play the whole game in one sitting. I've got my controller ready. Yeah, see, I'm not playing the game. That was just the Nintendo, Super Nintendo Mini, because I hacked it on here. They like to, you know, jump into games. So I got my controller ready, and I guess this might be the first part in a multiple part series, because see how far I get today, so let's get straight into it.
But it's Super Nintendo. It can't be that bad.
Where have you guys heard that song before? This video game, not before my channel, that's for sure. Here we go. Oh yeah, they do play a little bit on the Billy Kincaid thing here. Alright. Pretty neat though for Super Nintendo. I did like this. I've tracked the children this far and the trial ends here. Where are they? Where are the children? Kids, what kids, man? We got paid by some new face to keep everybody out of the warehouse. Okay. There we go. My controller is not... There we go. Oh, what happened there? My controller was not being responsive from right there. The graphics are pretty cool though for why can't... There we go. Alright, come on. There's so many thugs coming at me right now. There we go. I'm gonna, guys, I'm gonna die in the first stage. Okay. It's a little more of a tougher game. That's the problem. And I've had no issues getting through the first stage. I don't know what's going on right now. Maybe I'm just a little rusty. I haven't played it in a long time. Okay, I'm totally gonna die here. Yep, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. That's the one thing I can't with these video games too, is that like when there's one difficulty setting, it's kind of annoying, man. Get out of the way, Spawn. Oh my gosh, really? I'm taking a chance playing this game for you guys, and I'm already like, don't even know what the hell I'm doing here. This is where I died last time. Am I gonna be able to get this time around? Bro, these things with the long range is kind of annoying. My gosh, look at this. Oh my goodness. And I bet you I don't give any life for punishment. Okay, here we go. We're at overkill. Look at this. And I'm already dead. Try this again. You guys are gonna get so annoyed at seeing the first stage all over again. Somebody out there is probably watching me play and be like, you should be doing this and not this. Okay, with the fucking fire, man, this is annoying. Of course. I think, honestly, you know, I've only ever made it past the first stage in this game. Like, even against Cygor, so... I'm doing worse than the last time. throw bullets, man. Of course. You know, I just want to get through this stage, fight the boss. There's no level ups. You can understand how this game is super frustrating. And I wish that I had a password to get further on to show you guys, but I really don't. And of course that thing is going to hit me again. This is what I can't stand about these games. Why make the difficulty this high? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get to overkill, and I'm not going to be able to fight overkill because I'm almost dead. This is like the fucking shits right here, man. You know, you thought Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage was bad? Like... And he's gonna charge right at me, just watch. Okay, yeah, there we go. Look at that, I'm starting off right at the enemy this time. Come on. He's cornered me right here. He's cornering me. Come on! Really, like, how do you make this so fucking difficult? Let's try this again. You know, it wouldn't be as difficult if he stopped cornering me. Is he injuring himself here, or what's going on? Yeah, there we go. Once I'm done, like, if I defeat him, we're calling it a day with this game. Because sticking around here doing this all day long... Oh, almost got him. Holy shit, man. No! I'm determined. I'm gonna kick his ass. I swear. Yeah. I feel better about this round. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get Cygor. I've done it before. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. This time around. Okay. Stop. Okay, that's cheap. There we go. There we go. First boss. That's only the first boss, guys. That's only the first boss. Okay, maybe I didn't call it quits there, but let's try a little longer. You know, it's so cheap that the power-ups only come after the boss battle. It's like, why though? Like, I love beat 'em ups, but when they make them brutal like this, holy moly, man. It's like, it's unforgiving, man. Shanky shank shank. Yo, that guy's off screen. No, come on, man. Really, dude? Let me go forward. Another boss battle. Overkill again. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Yo. And this time he's got me cornered. Okay, I'm yeah. Okay. Dude, come on. So I feel like some of the mechanics here with Overkill is just jump and get that drop kick in there because he's gonna bounce all over the place. There we go. We should have that laminated on a plaque. Spawn, you should really find a new line of work. That should be laminated on a plaque.
Well, that game's fucking brutal.
Okay, so that's Spawn. The one for... That's Spawn for Super Nintendo. Save my state. So maybe we'll come back to it another time. Just that's getting me really frustrated by continuously fighting Overkill. But yeah, I'll come back to it another time. This will be a first part. As I go through here, let me show you guys something. I also have, let's see if I can find it in here. I have Spawn on Game Boy. I don't know where it is. There we go. We got Spawn on Game Boy. So if you guys want to see me do some gameplay of this as well, let me know. I'm not going to start playing the game. I'm just showing you guys a little bit, booting up the game. It's from 1999, so that's why it was Konami. So we're not going to play it today. This is the intro. Yeah, I cracked this onto the Super NES Mini as well. But let me know if you guys would like to see gameplay of this as well. I think maybe we could do this. Let's just take a look quickly at how this game looks. I see choose different alleys and stuff. Okay, different stages. So like, let's just take a look quickly. Chest Spawn alley. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so this looks really primitive. Anyways, so yeah, let me know if you guys want to see some gameplay of this.
Out of the shadows of a fearful city rises Spawn. Infinite powers are yours. Enemies are everywhere. It's over 40 stages straight from the hit comic Todd McFarlane's Spawn, the video game.
But there you have it. There is Spawn on the Super Nintendo. I probably am going to do some more gameplay at a later date. Not going to continue on right now because fighting Overkill is really frustrating and it's only the first stage. I think we got Redeemer next, so we're going to take it a little bit video by video. And if you guys like this one and you want to see me play some more, then we'll continue from there. So I just want to start off with that for What would you do if you had the chance to enter a contest? Would you enter blindly, or would you think about it? No time to think. I'm David Joshua, creator of Boomer the Nerd. See, that's what happened with Boomer the Nerd when he entered a contest on Instagram. And so when he saw a contest giveaway from Spawn Hunter and Spawn Safari, he entered it just like that. So when he received a big box package at his front step from the mail, he decided to unbox it for you guys. And now, Boomer the Nerd's unboxing. So turn off your lights. Well, I got a package. This came in from Spawn Hunter and Spawn Safari. They ran a contest on Instagram. Basically, they were giving away 2 action figures. And I got really excited. I'm going to put this box down for a moment here. As I was saying, I got really excited because these are 2 Spawn action figures they were giving away. One of them is a Mega Fig, is a bulky variant figure, a more recent figure, and one was an older figure from the 90s. So I was like, well, I think they're both super cool. So I took my chance and I entered the contest. Last time I entered a Spawn Hunter giveaway was back in 2022. I did a whole video unboxing of it. I won the variant cover for Scorched. So really cool. If you guys want to go check out that video, you can go ahead and check it out. Threw in some other cool stuff in there, like his sticker, which is really awesome, and some old Spawn trading cards. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I was fairly surprised and extremely excited when I saw my name was selected as the contest winner. So I was in contact with Spawn Safari, who was the one who sent out the package for me. And as of filming this video, yesterday, the package arrived on my front doorstep. And this is the big old bulky package that it came in. So really excited to get this thing open for you guys today. A huge shout out to Spawn Hunter and Spawn Safari. So Spawn Safari is on Instagram, and then Spawn Hunter, you can follow him on Instagram, you can follow him on Facebook, you can follow him on X, and he even has a YouTube channel. So like I said, I'm very excited. So I got Blanca with me here for the journey today. This is a big old package. I think maybe we should just, get right into opening this thing up. Well, first things first, it did cost $60 to send out, so it's like I said, it's a big old box. And yeah, just look at that. Look at that. So I did block out addresses for both of us just to be on the safe side, so you're not going to see any of that. So I might have to put the box on the ground because I think there's supposed to be 2 things in here. Yeah, there's 2 things in here, my contest winning. So let's just get this open. I'm going to open it up for you guys right here while on camera. And then I'm going to put the box on the floor, on the ground. So, guys, I cannot wait to show you what I won. I'm super excited. I don't normally enter giveaway contests. But like I said, I took a chance in entering it. I know Spawn Hunter. He's a very awesome guy. He also runs the Spawn convention, which started last year. And I hope it's going to run again this year. It'd be really cool. Like I said, one year I'd like to go to the Spawn Con. Maybe with Jay, maybe with my wife too. But I never really enter contests. So, like I said, when I saw what they were giving away in this contest, I took a chance to enter it. And man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Because I don't really ever win contests. Like I said, the last time I want to give away from Spawn Hunter was on his YouTube channel, which was back in 2022. So I keep yapping, but like I said, I'm very excited. And just so you know, this came all the way from the United States. I'm in Canada. Came all the way from Florida to my doorstep here in Quebec. So... Also, we don't get a lot of Spawn figures. Like, when I try to find old Spawn figures in the wild, or if I try to find some of the variant stuff, we don't necessarily have them here in Quebec because we get the brunt end of the stick, which really sucks. Okay, so let's keep cutting the box. Let's keep cutting this box open. Okay, am I getting it? I don't want to cut anything inside. There we go. Got the box open. Let's put Blanca to the side. I'm going to put the box... Get the flaps open, and then I'm going to put the box down. All right, let's get that down to the ground right there. Okay. So first, I see this that says, "Open me." Should I open it, guys? Should I open it? Let's see. I don't want to cut anything, so let's just do this gingerly, very gingerly. Let's see what's on the inside of this that says "Open me." Come on. There we go. And there's another piece of tape. Look, another piece of tape. So we'll get that piece of tape off as well. Or is it sealed? Oh, it's sealed. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a lot easier. So what's in the envelope? What is in here? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, sweet. Nice. Okay, so we start off with Spawn Hunter's stickers. The classic logo of Spawn Hunter. So we got 2 of them. Like I said, he's on Instagram, so you can follow Spawn Hunter on Instagram. So we got that. And then we have a really cool, just a really cool, like, plain Spawn logo. Like that. Yeah, this one's really neat. This one I actually really like. And I think I did mention to him at one point that I really like this sticker. This is the Spawn Hunter Japanese-inspired sticker. So that's really cool. I like that. And there you go. Another one as well. So this he did say that the sticker was included in the giveaway. So super excited. I'm going to put that in a sticker book for sure. Can't go wrong with stickers. Can't go wrong with Spawn logos. So let's get that to the side. What else is in here? Oh, packing pillows. What else? What else? What else? Paper. More packing pillows. Oh, no. Bubbles. Who does not love bubbles? Oh, I gotta love it. More. I feel like this whole video is gonna be me popping things. Oh, I see something cool on top here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, eh? What? Okay, I love collecting pins. I love collecting enamel pins. Wow. This is actually really cool. Super cool. So it came in a little Ziploc bag. And right here... Okay, I don't even know where to divulge. First things first. Wow. Okay, so Spawn Safari sent me his pins. So we've got... Okay, try to get that properly on camera. Got his pin right there. That's cool. I like that a lot. So I do have a pin board. That's going to go right up on the pin board. Super awesome. Just going to put it back in the little baggie for now to protect it. Then we have another Spawn Safari pin. Come on, Bear, come on. Help me out here. There we go. Double-backed pin. Very cool looking glittery background there. And there you go. Is the Spawn Safari. That one says Safari on it. So you got the regular, just the hat and the Safari. That's a really nice looking pin. Wow. This seems like it's a limited edition. This is numbered as well. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, that's super cool too. This is number 27 of 250. Double-backed pin. This is the SpawnCon Year 1 pin. Super cool. Are you kidding me? That is insanely cool. Yeah, that is definitely going on my pin board. If not on my pin board, it's gonna stay on here. But just like that, look at that, guys. Number 27 of 250. So tickle me happy just right off the bat. I mean, I haven't even gotten to my contest winnings yet, and this is just super, super freaking cool. Okay, so I think that what's left is now the contest winnings. Alright, so as you can see, and I gotta say, Spawn Safari packed this very nicely. So very well packed. Very good job on that. Let's grab the first thing. Oh, I think default. There we go. That's a big old beast right here. It's a big boy right there. So make sure that part of the other thing I'm not missing anything. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's the first thing that I won. Ooh, I'm super excited about this. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, this is awesome. Wow, wow, wow. 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 Oh my gosh. It's really heavy too. Jeez, man. So this is the bloody variant of the Violator. Look at this big boy. Look at this big fucking boy right here. This comes with a signed art print card by Todd McFarlane himself. Jeez, man. got some artwork of the Violator on the back. And then you got another glam shot of the Violator. Like, guys, I'm telling you, this thing is fucking hefty. I can't keep saying how hefty this is. This thing, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, when they first released this big old mega Violator fig, back in 2021 or 2022, I wasn't sure about it, because I'm used to the classic Violator. But holy shit, looking at this thing right here, the bloodied version, this looks like beyond the Violator. This looks like something out of a damn freaking horror movie. So this is super cool. Really excited about this guy. Told you, it's freaking heavy too. I do also like the color scheme on the box. There's a shot of the window on the top. When was this released? Okay, yeah, so this was released back in 2021. Very awesome. Very awesome. Super excited about this guy because they were giving away 2 figures. Like I said, one of them was from Nice. Just want to make sure. I don't think so, but yeah, that's it. Good. There's nothing else. Perfect. Let's put some of the content back in. So this is the last thing. This actually, as much as I'm excited about this, I'm very much excited about this figure here because I cannot find this one in the wild where I'm out living. So, he did a good job. Like I said, good job packing this all together. Oh man. I'm already cheesing and I don't even have the paper off. This is awesome. This is super cool. Okay. We got the tissue paper to the side there. Get that tissue paper to the side. And this one here looks super beautiful. Super mint on card too. Wow. Oh man. So, to go with the big old Violator, they were giving away the big old bloody Violator variant, and they were giving this away with it too. So we've got the original Violator. Just give me a moment here. Just gonna move this guy to the side just momentarily. So we got the original Series 1 Violator, all the way from 30 years ago, when they came with the comic book in the back. This was the bendy figure of the Violator. This is amazing. I'm super happy about that. I've been searching for Violator. Like, I've been searching for this whole line right here. Like, I've got Spawn, but I've been searching for Violator, Overkill, Clown, and especially, like, Tremor's cool. It's not exactly my favorite toy, but my grail out of all these guys is the medieval Spawn, so I am trying to hunt down for that guy right there. But nonetheless, very excited. This is quite amazing. Like I said, 30 years ago. Oh, look, it shows you the details right there. What does it say to you? Side horn back and forth, and jaw-biting action, and bent arms and legs to create any pose. You can see that right there. These are the original Ultra action figures, man. That says right down there. Biting action jaw, and fully posable body. So, color me excited about getting this Violator figure. This is super cool. And yeah, I'd like to get, definitely, I'm still searching for the rest of this stuff in here. I mean, obviously, I still also want to get that Spawn Alley, the Spawn Mobile too. Violator Monster Rig. I want to get the whole set of Spawn Series 1. But, like, I got the first Spawn, like the Series 1 Spawn, back in, like, 2018. So, it's been quite some time since I got him, and I haven't found any other of Series 1 here in Quebec since I got that Spawn figure. So call me very happy. That's, like I said, an empty box. There's nothing else left in that box, because this was mainly for the giveaway. But I gotta say though, the stickers and the pins, that's a really nice added bonus. That is very, very cool. I'm super excited about that. Like, we'll run down everything once again. So once again, we got the really cool stickers right here, the Japanese style Spawn Hunter logo, as well as the classic Spawn Hunter logo. And then we got your standard classic Spawn logo sticker. Let's get them out of the, well, you know what, let's keep them in the baggies actually, if they want to comply with me. Then we got the Spawn Safari pin, the double backed pin I should say, so really excited to put that on my pin board. And then the really cool normal standard Spawn Safari pin. That's just the hat. as well as the limited edition numbered Spawn-A-Thon pin. That's really amazing. Double backed as well. So I'm super excited about that. This really awesome, I can't believe, like, this is amazing to me. This super cool, the Violator figure from 1994 from Series 1. So I'm really excited about this. And, of course, wow, this big old hefty boy right here. The big old bloody variant mega figure Violator from the more recent Spawn's universe figures. So pretty awesome haul, pretty awesome giveaway, and I'm super excited about this.
You, Spawn, have never been worthy.
Alrighty guys, so I am going to let you know that when it comes to Spawn Hunter and Spawn Safari, so you can see it right here, you can find Spawn Safari on Instagram. If you're a fan of all things Spawn, go say hi to Spawn Safari. If you're on Instagram, go check out his page. Go subscribe to his page. So Spawn Safari right here on Instagram. I'll link him down below in the comments as well. Same thing for Spawn Hunter. As you can see, there's a plethora of ways here on platforms you can find Spawn Hunter. You can get him on Facebook. You can get him on YouTube. You can get him on Instagram, on X. He's on all the socials. Again, I'll put them down below. And once again, if you are a big fan of Spawn, if you're a fan of Spawn collections, Spawn Safari, Spawn Hunter are community figures that you would really want to take a look at their channels. Also, guys, take a look at the Spawn-Con fan group in Facebook. So if you're a fan of Spawn, if you're part of the Spawn collecting community, it's an amazing community to be in, and Spawn Hunter runs the community. So again, I'll put everything down below, as you can see right here, Facebook, Spawn-Con fan club. So yeah, really insane. I'm super excited about these contest winnings. Like I said, I didn't think I was gonna win this. I took a shot in the fucking dark, you know, like Ozzy Osbourne, shot in the dark, and I didn't think I was gonna get chosen. And I'm super, I am super humble, super ecstatic, super blessed to have been chosen and selected for this giveaway. With that being said, guys, I'm not going to take any more time necessary from your day today. Are you guys collecting Spawn figures? And if you are, let me know what you're collecting. If you have this mega figure, if you have the original 94 version, like I said, if you have the mega figure as well, let me know what you're collecting in terms of Spawn.
Everything is well tonight, and my brain is rolling out of my head. My whole life is so damn great, and you're grating on my nerves again. So I called up the doctor, I showed him where I'm starting to swell. He gave me an aspirin for the pain, and now I'm feeling well. Started feeling too shiny, like my soul didn't match my mind. So I swallowed my pride and watched it down with turpentine. Turn it full of pieces, turn it full of lies. Rip it up, rip it to you, torn up and terrified.
Boom. Well, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that compilation video. Be sure, guys, to subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified whenever I got some brand new content, and comment down below. Like I said at the beginning, stick around for the end of the month. I will have some newer videos up. I am going to go continue wrapping some presents because it is that time of year. I'll see you guys in the next one, and happy holidays.